All right. On time for once. Let's go. Welcome, my friends, back to another day of Marvel Snap, trying to reach the coveted infinite rank. Let's bounce back. What are they giving us? Oh, it is a beautiful card back. No one can deny it is a beautiful card back. Hopefully we'll be able to achieve it sometime soon. I don't know how far we're going to be able to make it today. I've decided to make things a little bit hard on myself. I've created several just absolutely psycho lists. We have our Agatha list to be able to jam out with. We have a Guardians of the Galaxy list that we're going to be playing. And we've got a Cerebro 2s list that is has beaten me a couple times. And we're going to give it a go. I don't know how it could possibly be any good, because if you don't draw Cerebro 2s can't win at all. It has no capability. But this Agatha list is incredibly fun. Get the Agatha formed. Quicksilver hops in. We're going to see how well this carries us. We had a beautiful block of games that we were watching while recording for this. To get the video out that released just this morning. We'll see if that carries over and we're able to get some nice climbing in. Turn 1, turn 2, very rote. Agatha knows exactly what to play. She only has two options, Quicksilver and Domino. Force her to make good tempo plays. Now, what's worrying me is that we don't see Lady Sif or Wave yet. And the deck goes off the rails immediately if turn 3 is not... the Black Widow. Okay. So we play the Spider Bite. Yeah, this feels more like... what this could be emblematic, prophetic, as it were, of what the rest of the day is going to be for us. I sure hope not, but it could be. How do we get out of this? I don't know. We're in like a death spiral here, because then she's going to play Jubilee or Shang-Chi to a random location. And she could frankly play, the Shang-Chi to a place where it doesn't matter. And then she'll play the Iron Man to a place where it doesn't matter. And then she'll play herself. The opponent doing Debris to nowhere. I don't know. Why wouldn't you just play to Hala? I've played this opponent before. Yeah, Hame, the AFK Road to Infinite. We'll see. Marvel Snap Simulator. Oh man, that'd be hilarious. Green Goblin comes across. I'm not sure what my opponent is doing. Just to be honest with everybody, I have no clue why my opponent thought that any of these plays were worthwhile. They're like, here, have the Hobgoblin, or the Green Goblin, it'll die.
I am Iron Man.
Here, Debris, on nowhere. Okay. Agatha still wins! Guys, I promise you that was a real person. I've played them before. Agatha is gonna steal all our boosters. This is fine. Maybe we'll give her an infinite split. Wouldn't that be fun? I'm still a little befuddled as to what was happening there. Let's dive into another one. So let's see, Hame, did you make the Agatha deck your very first wave deck? I saw your comment on the YouTube video. Oh man. May you have as good a luck with it as we are right now. Never let them know your next move. Gallagher Gal, hello. Great to see you joining the stream. We're jamming Agatha here in the morning. And we have crazy... It's just going to get crazier from here, guys. This might be the most competitive deck that we play today. Because we've got plans. Though it could also be fun to try and brew up a list for the new featured location. The one that swaps the location of cards on turn 3. I feel like the goal with the new location is you play Ebony Maw and you play Hood, right? Those are really the only two cards with synergies to it. And we once again have no good turn 3. Okay, well I hope that Agatha decides to play Jess Jones. I swear, if I saw them cut Agatha, I was gonna lose it. Electro, Gallagher got on something with Electro. Ah, Jame's on the Destroyer deck right now. Awesome. No, you could have... Agatha, you could have played Wave. Agatha, what are you doing? The Destroyer Wave is quite good. Are you running Death as well, Jame? Okay, this Hela deck is gonna wipe the floor. Oh, but they lose the Hela. Maybe. The Hood, Ebony Maw, lane swap, later play Red Skull. Shore win location. Yes, if okay, we'll get the Agatha out and we'll be able to take one turn. One sane turn. Honestly, we might have a shot. Oh, no Death in the collection yet? Well, the Destroyer right now is pretty king. I mean, the Destroyer is just like wearing the crown in the meta right now. Oh, you got the Deadpool? That's fantastic. That's the one I'm still missing. Okay. How are we feeling about this? If I play Jubilee, I'm going to pull either Iron Man or Lady Sif. Neither of those are really speaking to me. Is it just Chavez to Elysium? I mean, that doesn't feel like it's the strongest push, but... Sham, how's it going? Good to see you joining the stream. Yep, we're going to open up with Agatha, and then we're going to play Guardians, Cerebro, and I have another Ghost Rider deck that I've been tinkering around with. You got the Odin? Why? Well. This could be how things go. Play Agatha twice, don't have Lady Sif or Wave for turn 3 plays. Oh, what do we have off this season pass? Something fun? I've not looked too closely at this. 100 credits! Take and play me. It is a good looking Odin. It's a very good looking Odin. Odin on the on reveal, or the self discard. It re-triggers all the discards, which if you're funneling onto Collector, and if you're funneling onto Morbius, is good, right? Okay, we have the Ghost Rider, but we're gonna have to draw Wave, or I'm just gonna quit at this deck if we don't get any Wave, if we don't get any Lady Sif. Oh man, come on. Camartage. Camartage could be really good for us with the Jubilee.
Right on time.
Even the Jess Jones doubles, right? She's on reveal. Yeah, Camartage could be excellent for us. But that is, of course, asking for Agatha to get out of here. We take the hit off the Scorpion. They could be playing... Is this the Cerebro 2s that I detest so much? A good deck for the new location is a ramp deck with Electro. Just give them the Electro. That would be super fun. We might go for it. And my light balance here is wild right now. I had all the blinds open because it was super dark and rainy. Yes, she played the Wave. Okay, we're gonna take care of these blinds. One second. Whoop. Call from the wife.
Opponent snapped.
Wind, aid my hand.
Bar Perez, hello. How's it going? Glad to see that you were able to join on the stream. Always have to take the calls from the wife, guys. Does Taskmaster work for Agatha? Agatha plays herself and not you after all. Yes. So Taskmaster Gallagher Gal is really good in the deck. As long as you're following the ramp of Wave on 3, Agatha on 4, Taskmaster on 5, it's very powerful. With the Lady Sif and then the Knight Rider playing Agatha, Taskmaster might be a little dead, but he is good in the deck. I just don't have him yet. Should have played Jubilee mid. Maybe I should have gone Jubilee mid. The thing is, I was looking at the deck as to what we were going to pull, and it didn't look like it was going to be that impressive. We were going to get 2 pulls, but I don't think it was going to amount to anything. I don't know. I feel like the deck needs a 4-cost stat stick. I don't know. What would it be? If we got... Oh no. We have way too many options now out of the Triskelion. I sure hope that we still get Lady Sif on 3 here. Play the thing. Rescue. Yeah, we could go thing or rescue.
Always lucky.
Do we replace Iron Man? Or do we replace Jess Jones? I mean, I like Jess Jones. She is the other stat stick as long as you're able to play her on turn 4. But I don't know, I feel like Sarah is great for being able to play 2 4-costs on turn 6. The thing is that playing my 4 costs all together... Yeah, Iron Man seems like a dead card. I kind of agree, Sham. I think we're going to cut him out. Oh, no, you're going to give... No, don't give them Lady Sif. Why? Why would you do this to me? They've got the goose. Of course they do. Was that created by the Triskelion? And then the Electra kill... Sure. They've got it all. Agatha is working for Osborne. Okay. Now we are free. We're free and I don't know what to do with the freedom. I mean, we could play... It's probably Psylocke Quicksilver. And we have Limbo, so we have a little bit of ramp to be able to find either Jubilee or the Ghost Rider. We could hit Jubilee to pull Ghost Rider to then pull Agatha. But I don't know, that's going to really choke up the location. And because we can't play them to the Triskelion, we should start filling that up with our cheap cards. There's the Jubilee. You run Gamora in Iron Man's place. Very energy to power efficient. That could be something fun to try. Let's play the Iron Man now to Oscorp Tower. We're holding Jubilee for Limbo in case we don't get the Ghost Rider. Yeah, the Crystal user who... Wait, I think the Crystal... Yeah, Crystal was created by the Triskelion. They weren't intentionally using Crystal. Play Chavez here. Still hoping that we can just draw Ghost Rider outright. They had it. Okay. I'll take it. Okay, hang on. Have we seen everything in the deck? Do we know that we're getting Ghost Rider? Quicksilver Domino are gone. Wave accounted for. Jubilee accounted for. Shang-Chi accounted for. It could be Jess Jones. Oh, no. It's a 50-50 between Jess Jones and the winning Agatha? Or the winning Ghost Rider into Agatha? I'll take it. I'll take it. Even if Jubilee pulls Gamora, as long as the enemy plays something to the location, Gamora still procs. Yes, Jessica or Ghost Rider. Come on. Ghost Rider. Oh, the Taskmaster means that we have to pull it. Ah, 8 cubes. They can't stop us. Oh, man.
Victory.
8 cubes for the Agatha. Okay, updates. Iron Man, we're saying Iron Man is dead. Though he helped us, Iron Man helped us in that last one. But I feel like he doesn't really help us enough. He helped us because we had Limbo, effectively. If we didn't have Limbo, then we would have been too pressured, I think. So, take away all variants. Finish up. And then give me the Gamora. I feel like Gamora is good on turn 5 or turn 6. And that could be what we're looking for. Yes. 5/7 with +5. Sniping them on reveal. Okay, I like this. What about Hobgoblin? We could play Hobgoblin. Do we want Hobgoblin instead of Gamora, though? Gamora represents a little bit more power, but Hobgoblin doesn't clutter up our side of the board, which does get cluttered with Ghost Rider and Jubilee thinning out the deck. We'll try this. We'll try this for now, and we'll keep the Hobgoblin in the back pocket. Grab our quests. Ooh, weekly bonus. 250, 25, 300 on the pass. All right, here we go. Road to perfecting the Agatha deck, indeed. Optimize, optimize, optimize. Sadly, without Taskmaster, I think we're going to be a little ways off perfect for until we get Taskmaster. Perfect. Lady Sif Ghost Rider, that's what we like to see. And Oscorp Tower. We also have the Wave. I wonder which one Agatha is going to choose. Is she going to choose the Lady Sif or is she going to choose the Wave? From having games where we didn't have either one, now we've got both. Hala. Hala makes me nervous. Okay, she didn't play to Oscorp Tower. That's all I asked for. This is a terrible deck to run when Oscorp is a featured location. I feel like weekly missions should be 30 instead of 25. You always complete it too fast. It used to be 30. They moved it back, I think, to cater to the more casual players. But I was fine with it at 30. I was fully fine with it at 30. Alright, there we go. Oscorp tries to do the switch. But it feels like for, weekly objectives, they should let you chase it for a little longer. Oh, it was 35. Okay. Take the middle ground to 30. Oh, Lemuria is going to slow down Waves reveal so we still have Agatha.
Avengers!
There's always something. There's always something. Now she's probably going to play, well, now we lose Hala and everything that we built there. Gosh, it hurts. Are we still in it though? I guess it depends on where Agatha... No, why would you play yourself there? They're playing ongoing, right? They're going to be able to show... Yeah, Blue Marvel, and then it's either going to be Spectrum or it's going to be Onslaught, right? But hang on. Does Chavez still win? Taking us up to 23? No. Does anything else give us the win? Gamora, did you actually give us the win? By being able to hit whatever they play over here? But then they could just move Nightcrawler to Oscorp to be able to top the Ghost Rider. I mean, they haven't snapped, so I will pay the the opponent is loving the Agatha. They didn't move the Nightcrawler. Oh, Gamora's not big enough. No, the Onslaught's pretty big. Rajtronic, glad to see you on the stream, my friend. Rajtronic rallying the likes. I love it. How have things been going for you, Raj? We've taken on kind of a psycho challenge. We're going to play Agatha, and this is probably the most competitive deck of the day. I've got a Guardians of the Galaxy deck brewed up, another Ghost Rider deck, and a Cerebro 2s list that I'm excited to try. I feel like there needs to be a sound effect for Agatha, guys. Teddy is a masochist. Listen, guys, I just like playing with the new cards. We've been playing the old decks for so long. And this could be the last deck with Agatha. I feel like Oscorp is not the location to run Agatha on. Oh, man. Just gonna give him the Quicksilver.
Right on time.
Don't give him the Domino. Don't give him the Domino. Agatha took fighting yourself to a new level. Okay. If you play Lady Sif to Oscorp, we just retreat. Or if you play it to nowhere. The one location that can save us. Don't forget to update the deck list. We'll probably switch off after this game. But yes, we have traded out Iron Man for the Gamora. And I do feel like it's better, even though we lost the last one. If you have Agatha and Ego shows up, what happens? I wish that there was like a designated voice line, but I'm pretty sure that Ego Tendrils will still play the cards. We haven't had it happen yet. She's actually filling the enemy board with useless stuff. It's tactical. It is tactical, but it's still 5 points lost. My whole early game is dead. Okay, so hang on. If I play Jubilee, what do we pull? We could pull Chavez. We could pull Wave. I wouldn't like the Wave that much. And I could pull Shang-Chi. I would love to get the Chavez to Baxter Building. Let's fight for it. We still have the Ghost Rider to be able to pull the Agatha back to the Baxter Building in a sec. Yeah, it's the Shang-Chi. Okay. Not how I would have drawn it up, but we got what we got. I kind of want to get the Ghost Rider out there, but we could also just hold it and play... I mean, we don't have any lower curve cards. We're pretty much locked in. We want to play Gamora to the Baxter Building. We want to play Ghost Rider to Oscorp. Let's hold the Gamora. Bring the Agatha back. A lot of tempo. They've got the Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Okay. I mean, they're guaranteed to follow up at the Baxter Building. But how big do they have it? Is it bigger than 6? It has to be bigger than 6 points, right? And then we just lose. What's the play? What's the play? I mean, we could have been cheeky and played Gamora to nowhere. But I feel like it's stronger to be able to play her where we can get the guaranteed trigger, go up to 12. If they feel like they need to split and put power at nowhere and Baxter building, that's where the Gamora is going to be big enough to win. Get the hit. Up. Blue Marvel. Ah. Agatha wins again.
Victory.
Incredible. We recovered. Okay, well, as long as Agatha wins. Agatha, I won't quit you till you take a loss. After we gave both our turn 1 and our turn 2 over to them because of the odds core, and they gave us nothing, we still flip it for a win. I love it. Let's see. I've got some gold from reaching rank 90. Let's refill our missions. Gamora for the win. Gamora is doing way better. Draw cards, win matches with snaps, play 200 power worth of cards. These are all doable. Alright, let's go. Time to burn all our gold. I want to see how close that I can get to completing the collection by the time full release comes around. And I'm missing all of these really fun decks. I need the Patriot, I need the Deadpool. What would I say is the Beck deck to climb? You're stuck at 50 and you win 5, lose 10. Stuck and never reach infinite, and you played since day 1. Any advice to J-Train? Ooh, let's see. Best deck to climb with right now. I mean, there's a number of, like, the meta right now is wide open, so there's a lot of options. Play the meta decks, learn when to retreat and when to snap. I mean, just fundamentals of snapping and retreating will help you climb even with some off-meta decks.
Always lucky.
But if you're used to playing Mr. Negative from like last season, he's still pretty good. The old Sarah Miracle deck is quite good. Right now, where you just play Sarah, no magic, and you bring in like Mysterio, you carry through Bishop and Angela, and you've got Max in there as well. And you're just playing for a really big, cheap turn 6. We don't have any of our good plays. I really like climbing with the Carnage Control deck that we got to play on the channel a little while ago. So basically you run all of the counterplay cards, and so you have Shang-Chi, Enchantress. I have a video up on the Carnage Control. And we're just stuck with Agatha here, hey? Are we going to be able to swing it? Gamora? No, Agatha! You're supposed to use your prescience and get the hit from the Gamora. One drop Dracula deck, and it's been helping you reach higher ranks. Yeah, this seems definitely like a retreat. But what if? No.
Escaped.
Yeah, the retreats are the key, which is counterintuitive to most card game etiquette. In most other CCGs, you just never retreat. Retreating is seen as like a rage quit, but here it's all part of the plan. Okay, here it is. Snap list. This is my top recommendation for what to climb with. The zeroed out Red Skull with control pieces. If you have Typhoid Mary, play her in here. But this is my top pick for what to climb with. J-Train, you just got Patriot. You had to go up to collection level 3,300? I was hoping it was going to end for me at 3,100. I've seen reports of players getting the full collection at that point. Oh no, I could have a long way to go. Take the save. to deck list. Yes, and it updated. Fantastic. Okay, we're gonna try our Guardians of the Galaxy deck. Cerebro decks seem lackluster now that they buffed Spider-Man to 3 power. Yeah, it is lackluster, but it is still fun. The thing is that while you lose Spider-Man, Goose is so strong. Goose and Scorpion are really good in there, and then because they brought... Basically what they did is, even though they brought Spider-Man up, they brought Blue Marvel down, so you could run Blue Marvel in the Cerebro 2's list and have a little bit of extra push. What's my thoughts on Ego? You don't like him? Ego's just... Yeah, I really don't like Ego. Ego's just watching... I don't know. Like, he's rare enough. I've not seen him in days. And so that's about the frequency of Ego that I'm okay with. Like, if I get an Ego game once a week, then it's like, okay, I'll play the Ego game. But even then, if I'm like trying to climb and do a video, I don't like Ego. I might just retreat as soon as I see the Ego. I get plenty of people who will just retreat if there is District X, Weird World, or Ego. Okay, so the goal here with the Guardians deck is to be able to choke the opponent out of board space with Goose, Spider-Man, and Storm. Then stack the Guardians. We also have Daredevil to make sure that we can land Gamora, and then we can follow up with Odin to re-trigger their procs to really try and get the power efficiency to be able to win. It's only so effective, but it is fun. We'll throw in the Drax. I would like the Magic as well. The problem with Cerebro decks, any location that alters your power hinders the deck, yes. And the problem with Cerebro 2s specifically is that you don't get to run any of the location fixing effects, which you can run in Cerebro 3s, or you can still run in 5s and 6s. You just have the one card that is off curve. Do we want Magic? Yeah, I feel like Magic is fine. We'll play the Magic and then... Oh, do I want the Mantis? I guess so. Play the Mantis. Line up Spider-Man to be able to lock them in place and then hit them with the Gamora. You still have Goose to unlock. Goose is fun. Oh, we got the Wasp. That's fun. How is it possible that the 3K in CL and I'm still missing cards? Cursed RNG. It seems like you can climb all the way up to 3,300 and still not be finished. But that does feel a little cursed. Okay. Where do we want to limit them? I probably want to limit them off Limbo. Elysium is making this game so wild. I guess I'll deploy the Groot to the Savage Land. They're most likely going to play to Limbo here. Ah. Have we missed every single... No, we hit Mantis, didn't we? Ah, they also play the Magic.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Okay. Okay. Now we should finally be able to hit the Gamora, though our board is so choked up with the extra Raptors and the Ninja that we're not able to get in behind with the Odin. Where do we think that they're going to play it? It's probably Limbo, right? If you're them, you shore up at Limbo. They have 4 cards in hand. If they have other discard effects, they'll still be able to proc the strong guy. Okay, that's my call. That's my read. We got the hit. Very good, very good. But now do we actually have something that's big enough to win Limbo? J-Train, thank you for the sub. Love to see that you were able to make it onto the stream. I don't know about this one. Sham, you're at collection level 2800. and you have all the good cards, but you're missing Lockjaw. I'm missing Lockjaw as well. Still waiting to get Lockjaw. Flamsim is doing a raid on the Twitch side. Let's go. You were just watching the vid on stream. That's amazing, Flamsim. Thank you for the raid, dude. Aw, the Collingwig. As soon as you raid in, we had hit with this. Flamsim bringing the luck from your side. Oh, dude. What decks have you guys been climbing with, Flamsim?
3D.
Get the upgrade on the Drax. Not many people are going to invest in the Drax, but you'll see it here on the Teddy channel. You were getting shredded, yep. Okay, take me back in. I don't think that was an emblematic game of what the deck can do. I have hope. I have hope that this deck can manage. Open the reserve. We'll do a cash opening. We need a new card. I have so many new cards. You just got Mr. Negative, but still no magic. So it's worth nothing. Well, I mean, I don't think that Mr. Negative has to have magic. My current Mr. Negative deck has cut. Well, I still do run magic, but I think that he can do fine without. Let's see here. Sinister London. Okay, Sinister London can make this match wild. Also, the Oscorp baiting us in. It's just baiting us in. We're gonna get a lot of swapped cards. Maybe we want to storm Oscorp. Yes, this makes sense to me. You don't really have one. Just started yesterday and was doing some grinding while working overnight. So, gonna sleep soon and come back stronger. Tonight I was getting stuck at 36. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, Flamsim, I'm sure that you're gonna be able to crack it open. And then the peak? What is happening, guys? This is insane. Thank you for the follow, my friend.
Wind, aid my hand.
Yeah, Peak was the worst nemesis. I feel it. Peak is so rough. Why is Party God not playing anything? I've played Party God many times. What is he holding out for? Does he have something that works with the Peak? Is this what he's going to smack us with? He wanted to get the magic in off of the Storm, and then they have the Misty Knight, so it must be a Patriot deck. The enemy is AFK or waiting for a big card. Maybe, I think the Peak screwed their energy curve, and then they were waiting for their key play. But this is where we hit him with the Gomorrah. Why aren't you playing to Sinister London? You didn't want to turn Sinister London off with the magic? They're holding Sinister London for the Patriot, the Mystique, and all of that. That's what they're doing. I should have played that magic to turn Sinister London off. That's on me, guys. That's on me. The only cards I actually need are Mojo, Death, and Calling Wing. You don't have Mojo? I forgot that Mojo was pool 3. But this is why we play the deck, guys. Brute, Star-Lord, Gamora, all re-triggering. Let's smack. There's the Onslaught, sure. And then the Onslaught copies. Why not? Oh, gosh. What's the best piece? I mean, it is Drax. And then we just play Tinker Toys. But they're going to be able to play down Patriot, and then they're going to be able to play maybe Mystique. Does that still beat us with the buff that they're going to be able to give to Wasp and Misty Knight? I don't know, they haven't snapped. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna see it. I feel like the Patriot is going to be able to really supercharge them. Yeah, it's probably Mystique Patriot, right? And they smack us. I should have probably played Magic on... Yeah, the Mystique copies the Onslaught. Sure, sure. And then the Mystique, again, copied the Onslaught. And then the Patriot. There it is. All their cards are 16. Wow. That's amazing. The Ant-Man still hits 25, which is more than the Patriot buff because of the Onslaught Mystique. Well, they hit it. If we had played the Magic to shut down the Sinister London before they had gotten to play there, we could have punished them so much. It's just disgusting. The 25 Ant-Man. The Ant-Man who decided to go Infinite size, right? Can we get that in Quantumania? Guys, is this the secret? The secret plot twist of Quantumania is Ant-Man battles the Infinite? I'd watch that. The guy already got the win all 3 locations. Yeah, it's off the back of our Guardians deck. That doesn't feel great for continuing to play it, does it? Listen, Patriot is good. Patriot is good now. Patriot used to be like the gatekeeper of meta decks. Now he's just a good deck. Let's go X-Mansion. The Giant Man. I love it. Sunspot flips. Star-Lord. Wish we could have forgot the trigger. What are we going to get? Death's Domain. We don't, well, we have magic to be able to sneak around Death's Domain, at least a little bit. But until then, we can bounce around these 2 locations and have much higher odds of being able to proc the Guardians. Enchantress to rule them all. How's it going? Well, Urko, it is, we've played Agatha and actually climbed okay. And now we are playing... Oh, Taskmaster's gonna hit them. Now we're playing our Guardians deck for the lulz. No, I'm not playing Yondu. What's good? I would kind of like... but I want magic on 5 to open up Death's Domain. Or do we not care? Maybe we actually just don't care and we play the Daredevil and we play the Rocket. Blask, glad to see you joining this stream. How are things going? Well, the Guardians deck is not as hot as I was hoping it would be. I was theory crafting this one last night. And I'm trying to use the Goose and the Storm and the Spider-Man to get better procs on the Guardians and then re-trigger on the Odin. But it's not quite panning out the way that I wanted. At least not yet. Are they going to do something with Death's Domain? They have the White Tiger. Bounce the White Tiger back. Fun. This means that the Gamora doesn't hit, though. We could do... We can hope that the White Tiger doesn't go to Mojo World, and then the Spider-Man will keep them from being able to get it in, and then we can play something else to shore up the win, and then when we have the plus 100, we just take it all. Play Guardians with a Thor. I mean, here's the thing, is that Thor and Mjolnir do synergize with Odin. They got the hit anyway. This sucks.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
I mean, we got nothing. Because we have to be able to shore up the loss of 100 points at Mojo World. But even if I play the Gamora, then we don't win by the margin of victory that we need. Okay. This could be a lot of retreats.
Escaped.
Do we think that Thor would actually make the deck better, or is it just leaning into the lulls of the Guardians of the Galaxy? I feel like it's mostly leaning into the lulls because we don't have any deck thinning capabilities. Yeah, it's memeing. But then again, the whole deck seems to be memeing. It could be fun. There we go, we got the reserve. Oh, we got the Brood avatar. Yay! I climb all the way up to 2,974 to get a Brood avatar. Gotta love it, guys. Wait, we have more missions? Are these collectors? Oh no, yeah, because we bought all the extra missions. Let's go. 300 credits. We've got it all. Back into battle. I don't know how much more we're going to give the Guardians of the Galaxy deck. I say that I want to play these kind of Psycho decks, and then loss after loss really tempers my enthusiasm. But I want... we have to hit the fantasy of Daredevil on board, snipe him with the Gamora, hit him again with Odin. Okay, Oscorp, we know that they're going to play on the left, right, or the right two. I'll play mid. We can turn Oscorp off with the Storm. Or we could just leave it. Lask was wondering yesterday how old I might be. I might be younger than I thought with the beard. Gave me 26. Were you much off? I am older by 1 year. But you were basically spot on. Blask could be the guy at the amusement parks, right? Where they guess weight, age, just by looking at you. Card with the highest power gets +3 power. What if I just turn off the sewer system? I feel like we have some big power cards.
Wind, aid my hand.
Hame, we're the same age. That's fantastic. Realizing that I have a lot in common with the viewer base. Oh, man. Well, with a Lockjaw, they have to be playing here, right? So we play Drax. Drax should get the proc. The only time that you're going to see Drax used happily. Isn't everybody like really sad that Drax is a pool 3 card? They just see him as a dead card. Nobody likes him. I feel like that is the general community perception. Weight is tricky just from the face. Wait. 60... Blask, you literally are the guy from the amusement park. I think I weighed in at 145 2 days ago. Why did the Lockjaw do the... Oh, it's because... Hang on. They played... What's happened with the Lockjaw? They played Hulkbuster, which grabbed the Lockjaw. Is Lockjaw here now? No, Lockjaw is not here now. It's Multiple Man and Iron Fist. Have you guys ever seen Hulkbuster carry Lockjaw back into the deck? That was insane. Let's... Yeah, I mean, let's go late. Do we go late, or do we just trust in the Gamora here? I think we trust in the Gamora. Lockjaw teleported himself, yes. It's crazy. Yeah, I think Blask is a psyker there. Ooh. Pull them all in. Come on, Odin. This was the moment we've been waiting for. Gamora strikes again. 20 strength Gamora. Goose to lock him down. And what's that? Magic to go another turn? Okay, all that to get the Doc Ock over here. Now we tap him with the Groot Star-Lord combo. Oh, Blask going for height. Now that obviously the amusement park guessers on height have it easy. You're only giving me 5'8"? You're only giving me 5'8"? Am I too low in the chair? You know, that actually answers a lot to me that you gave me, because usually people go much higher on weight, but that's because they see how tall I am. I'm 6'2". I'm 6'2", 145. So you were spot on the weight, but then you thought I was shorter. That makes sense. And they brought the Lockjaw back, and then they cycled the Vulture. This movement deck Lockjaw is something that I have never in my wildest dreams imagined would be a deck. Also, the Lockjaw, or the Cloak here, goes insane. Mr. Muffles, thank you for the follow. Love to see you joining in on the stream. And yes, we got it.
Victory.
Let's go. You were going with how much away the headset was from the head was from the chair. Gotcha. Mr. Muffles, thank you for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream. It's been fun hanging out so far. And that was the fantasy of the Guardians deck. Of course, we got helped out by Doc Ock pulling us all in, and then getting the 20-point Gamora. She was also getting helped with the buff from Monster Metropolis. Yeah, it was Monster Metropolis. Let's do it again. Alright, need to sleep. Enjoy playing and streaming. Catch me on the next time. Alright, have a good one, Bar. Glad you were able to join when you could. It was fun hanging out. Rest well, my friend. Let's go Mantis. And sure, we'll play to New York. We're going to try and use Goose to choke the opponent out of some board position. Play the Daredevil to be able to see their turn 5. Being able to react to the turn 5 is so big with the Guardians. I mean, obviously. We take the Colleen Wing. They cut up the Apocalypse. That's a terrible start for us. If they can turn one Blade onto the Apocalypse, it's so strong for them. Oscorp. Okay, well now let's go ahead and Goose. See if we can limit them a little bit. I'm one of the lucky ones to cross the magical 6 feet. I guess so. Here's the thing, is I never caught my father, which I was always hoping I would. You know, when you're a little kid, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna be taller than Dad. Nope, I stopped like a 1/4 inch short. Just to spite me. Put the Daredevil down. Well, now I wish that I'd played a Guardian if you were gonna play the Sunspot Wolverine. Somebody is still playing Wolverine in self-discard? It's a TS Simus. Simus? Take this as a memo, don't play Wolverine. Let's go with... where do we want to limit them? It could be here. We've got the Gamora lined up, and we're going to be able to see where they play anyway. Okay, they're going to Monster Island for now. I've been having some spicy fun with Oscorp and Juggernaut. Hang on. What do you mean Oscorp and Juggernaut? Oh, kicking people? So you knock them into Oscorp to be able to take the cards? That's very interesting. It could be quite fun. Hang on. They decided just to pass? They saw the play and did a full pass? Okay. Well, as you will. Double checking? Yes. They full pass to put the power on the Sunspot. Do they have Infinite? The deck wouldn't run Infinite. Right? Right, or am I crazy? The deck wouldn't run Infinite. Let's play the Gamora. Though, at the same time, playing the... Odin would be really fun. I could play Odin to be able to copy the Spider-Man. And then I basically lock up Limbo as a win, and then we have one turn to be able to figure out the win somewhere else. Like here at Monster Island, playing both Star-Lord and Groot is quite powerful. But I could alternatively just play the Gamora to, I feel like New York is a hit. Let's go this way. J-Train, I'm bigger than my dad. Shoe size, height sucks sometimes though. Special order your shoes? Oh man. Yeah, I've never had that problem having to do special order clothes. Okay, this is it. Star-Lord, Groot. Star-Lord and Groot have to be bigger than whatever the opponent is playing at the under 3 cost price point, right?
Snap.
And sure, I'll play the Colleen Wing just for total points. Doc Ock is one of the most underestimated cards ever. I agree, Thiago. Doc Ock is incredible. He messes with so many decks. He breaks your combos of being able to play them in the right places. And at 10 power, like, he's amazing. You can also do the gameplay where you just play him to a location where the opponent is already mostly full, so he's not pulling in free cards. Doc Ock is crazy.
Victory.
But there we go. You know what? This is feeling a lot better. Suddenly, my enthusiasm to play the deck has skyrocketed after 2 big wins, as opposed to our tilting loss streak. Man, if they ever bring competitive play into Marvel Snap, I'm going to have to get way better at handling the tilts. But who was it? Gallagher Gal was like, they need to increase the missions up from 25. Point in case, it is 36 hours into the week, and we're at 24 of 25. And I'm free to play. I'm not buying extra gold. This is just the gold that I was able to pick in. So close to infinite, we might make it. We might make it on the Guardians deck, which would be amazing. Then I won't feel nearly as bad tanking all my cubes to Cerebro 2s and this other Ghost Rider deck that I have brewed up. So I don't know, maybe as we get to optimize them with chat, they're a little bit better. So chat, we've been playing this deck for a little bit. We've had mixed success. What do we think of it? Is there a way that we could optimize this Guardians deck a little bit better? The sad thing is, the deck might be better if I just played less Guardians, but I don't know if that's actually the direction I want to take it. I probably want to kill the Mindscape and then pop down the Rocket. The free gold is surely enough to get the missions before the challenge ends. Oh yeah, just the free gold that you pick up. And then by completing the weekly, all throughout all the stages, they give you a little bit of gold. And I think they give you enough to be able to buy 1 refill or 2 refills. And then the season pass is giving you just a tiny bit of gold as well. Like, you're well taken care of in this game. I'm gonna throw out the Goose. I feel like Goose is gonna rock their world. If they play Sunspot Daredevil, that tells me that they're playing big boys. Big boys. Okay, we do ping on flooding. But what do they have? Jubilee? Oh dear. What's it gonna be? White Tiger. Okay. That was an interesting turn of events. But we hold the win at flooded, which is exactly what we want. Then we play our Daredevil to be able to see their next play to hit with the Gamora. Let's see, Blask. By playing every day for an hour, you're able to do all the missions, season pass included, even to the point where you have some season pass caches. Yeah, I feel like exactly what you're saying, Blask. The game is very free-to-play friendly, especially right now with the,
Opponent snapped.
Why isn't he going off? Did they immediately pass? Is that what happened? They decided to immediately pass? Okay, well, I should play something. I guess I'll play the Drax over here to Elysium? Trying to check your memory if you missed someone in the GOTG that could be put in this deck. Oh, it's for the Guardians of the Galaxy synergy. What? Excuse me, Daredevil? Have you guys seen? I have not played Daredevil that much, but that was a bug, right? It didn't show me Doctor Doom's play. And then you leader the Drax? And Gamora doesn't trigger? What? Oh, there's two. Yes, they have the Daredevil. They have the Daredevil to lock us off. You're right, you're right. Chat is very right. I mean, I can Odin to be able to ping the Dread, but that we still lose on margin of victory because they tied it flooded. It's over. Yeah, there's an enemy Daredevil. That's what it was. I was not, for some reason, I wasn't seeing the board. Was not seeing the board very well on that one with the enemy Daredevil. They cancel each other out. Okay, next thing. It's definitely on me that I didn't see the opponent had a Daredevil to understand what was going on there. But what if they had an animation for the two Daredevils canceling each other? I feel like there should be some kind of voice line or animation that shows the Daredevils, like, they both, I don't know, they both just wiggle, right? They both wiggle and then it makes a little da-da canceling noise. Okay, Jay trains with me, I'm not the only one. Yes. Yes, Red. It did not proc because the two Daredevils will play a normal turn 5. Okay. I guess I'll play Mantis. I mean, I'm kind of wanting to turn the Mindscape off with the Storm here. And the opponent is not building any tempo, so I might as well stack it up for a nifty little win here. Now the opponent is probably going to play. No, still not. We could play the Groot in here to line up the win, and then we could play Magic to be able to take him down. Just an animation when a move card can't move. There we go, Gallagher Gal. I mean, they could even recycle that exact asset, and I think it would look good. You saw their Daredevil because he was foiled and flashy and one was sad and green framed. Well, okay. We're trying to give the Daredevil a little more experience. He's the latest card added to the collection. A Jubilee onto the Psylocke, and we get to proc the Groot. This is looking very good for us. Let's see. We could get the free turn 5, or free card. Honestly, I don't want the cards coming down for free. I would rather... Let me play them out in sequence here. The tempo... Yeah, the dreaded tempo Wolfsbane. They've observed the Wolfsbane in his natural habitat. A loner. That is a crazy Devil Dino. I've never seen this art. Is this new? A little moon girl with a balloon? And he's holding the balloon for her? Incredible. You don't like playing new cards because they look ugly? Oh no, Blask. So do you actually like getting the boosters? You like opening the boosters to make your ugly cards playable? I mean, yeah, this is all locked up until they send another Tiger Spirit over to Flooded and win that. Red thinks it's new. I feel like I would have seen it. I've never, like, I'm making thumbnails for videos, right? As a content creator, I've been making tier lists. I look at all the card collection sites, or the sites that show the full card collections, and they always show the alternate art next to the cards, and I've never seen this Devil Dino. Oh no. No! The Iron Heart. The only reason that I'm salty about that one is because it is a bot. And bots have this uncanny way of knowing if the card will, what the card will do if it's an RNG based card. And then they won't retreat or they'll play into it and stuff like this. You like the boosters, but not from the caches. And you still have like 20 cards to open. Same with the avatars. I like them good. Give me more cards, please. I agree. But I don't know. There also is like an element of the chase keeps players engaged. Like, I understand the business model side of it. The immediate snap. Run to this kind of bot play. I basically just kind of, I mean, I've gotten the Vision avatar that I've played ever since I unlocked him. Sure, let's play the Goose. I can play the Goose, then I could play the Storm, and I could play the Drax. 3 games today where only perfect RNG won the opponent of the game and they were bots. It happened. It's not just a conspiracy theory. It's Sorio. It happens. It's so punishing. Do we want Storm to cancel Necrotia or Oscorp? Or frankly, Mur Island if they've got multiple man stacking up buffs. That's terrible for us being able to have them replicate that power. But I don't know, we're picking up buffs too. Let's go Oscorp. Magic can level out Necrotia later on if we want to. There should be every 10th cache you have a card 100%. There is. There is a pity rule or an RNG guarantee. There's a point where you're guaranteed to get a card. But I'm not sure what exactly it is.
Wind, aid my
It's 9 caches or something like that. You can only get other resources except new cards and caches. Yep, that's how it really feels. That's how it plays. Let's go for the Draxon flooding to try and pick up them rushing to flooding. You thought of the season caches? Yeah, we're talking about the collector's track, Gallagher Gal. And their multiple man is already up to 10. With that Hulkbuster. Rough. Very rough. Well, I don't know if I want things to go later. The movement deck can play around Flooded. They'll be able to play the Heimdall to get extra power in there. We've got the Forge. Yep. Into the Vulture. Sure. How much power do you have there? It's a 4. It's 7. It's exactly what you need. That's annoying. But if you don't play Heimdall now, you're going to be out in the cold. Okay, this is the hope that Spider-Man locks them out of being able to play a good Heimdall. Well,
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man
I guess they
here.
can just play Heimdall to Mur Island as well. I don't know, do they have Heimdall? They might not even have him. No, they can't. Goose will lock them out of being able to play the Heimdall. We win. We win these. Whatever they play here will not kick to the side. Goose prevents them from playing the Heimdall, which is, okay, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Let's go. Let's go. Cloak ruins the day? Cloak could have ruined the day, but they didn't get it down in time. I think you can get a card from the Season Pass cache. The Season Pass caches will give you variant art, but not new cards. Oh, Isurio already got him. That was a variant, yes. The Season Pass caches are very nice. I like getting the extra resources, and the chance for the variant art is pretty fun. I love that idea for the people who are really grinding at the game. Be able to give them the Season Pass caches to chase after, even though they're just a little bit, they're enough incentive to make you feel like you're still progressing when you're grinding out all the games. J-Train, you're off to work. Hope you have a good day, my friend. Glad you were able to make it onto the stream. Honestly, this feels great. Let's go. Let's slam some more games. TLSG got the symbiote doggo. Oh man, he's already getting variants of Lockjaw, and I don't even have base Lockjaw. Feels bad. You got 3 variants on season catches from previous season. That's incredible. The odds on getting variant art out of the season catches is so low. It is so low. I would like the goose. The goose on Avengers Compound is just kind of mean because then the turn 5, we don't really want that. We have the Gamora, which we would love to play and then synergize with the compound here. If they're playing Hood, most things that would destroy Hood don't care about goose. We'll play goose on right. You got the final Okoye from there. Blask has every single Okoye. I still find that incredible that you collected randomly all of the Okoyes. Well, they were unhappy with the Avengers Compound. Makes sense. Let's play Storm and put some pressure on them. Get rid of the Hood. You gotta do something with it now, buddy. If you weren't ready, too bad.
Wind, aid my hand.
Now, what do we think is more important to them? Playing to the flooded location or winning Asgard? Because the Drax will answer, well, the Drax won't play to the Goose, so maybe that answers our question. We could have also played Star-Lord plus Daredevil. But we don't have Gamora for the turn 5 snipe. I think that we go Drax here. We get a hit. Even though they give us the great Viper play. And you've got the armor to be able to protect the demon. Getting the free Wakanda out of the Scarlet Witch for them is so good. The only plus side is that they give you cheap cards to upgrade for the track. Sadly, his variants are so ugly, that's unfortunate. Yeah, getting the variant art to be able to get the first half-cost upgrade is quite nice. Let's see. If we play Spider-Man, Mantis, do we get the tempo to be able to win? It depends largely on what they play right here. They have the Cosmo. Okay, so you're only a 2-cost. It's a Bucky.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
You gotta love it when Spider-Man comes through. Now they have no play. They have no play.
Victory.
Guys, is this deck actually good? I've gone from the deck is a meme and I don't know how long I can stomach it to just a couple wins and I'm like, is this deck competitive? Is this the sleeper OP? Guys, get Marvel Snap Zone on the phone. We're deck building over here. Put it on the meta list. You got to level 80 of the pass on previous seasons. That's incredible, Gallagher Gal. I've gone pretty high, but I don't think I've ever hit 80. Funny thing, by the way, you stayed on last patch until today and got 2 super rare variants like yesterday. Yo, that's amazing, Yasurio. Yeah, because on the previous patch they hadn't updated the cost, so you were able to just snatch those bad babies up at an easy 750. It's funny how much you can see the popularity of cards from how many upgrades people have on them. Yes, exactly. People always upgrade their favorite cards. It's an easy tell. They're like, you've played this card a lot. Meanwhile, there's that one person on the Discord that has an entire deck of gold foils. They gold foiled every single card in that deck. I think that meant that they didn't upgrade any other cards for a while, but it's still insane that they took it that far. They were going for Destroyer and Death. Yeah, they were definitely set up for a good Destroyer and Death, but listen, if one location is storming, the other location is filled, and then I play Spider-Man, you're bricked. Then the deck gets nerfed and they're sad. I don't know. Here's the thing. Well, some of the cards have been over nerfed. Like I think Nakia was what happened to her was a bit of an overreaction, because now she's basically unplayable. Most of the cards they've nerfed have still been playable. Are there any ones that other ones they completely buried? I don't know. Ronin feels kind of bad right now, but Daredevil or Devil Dino is still okay. Thor they made better, who was bad before, but that's a different case. Like Nova still gets played. He got nerfed really hard, cut in half. It's really only Nakia. I feel like everybody's sitting with that gold foiled Nakia in collection and like, yeah, I'm not gonna play this. At least not until they finally add something like until they add a card targeting system, which they've said they're interested in doing. Having a system set up so that you can target a card's effect to another specific card, rather than just having all the effects be RNG. Magic is hard to play, especially with some locations that disable her completely. You can't even play her for stats sometimes. I agree, the Magic nerf is hard. I wish that you could still play her for stats on turn 6, but not the effect. So that would add text to the card. I think Magic is still okay. I mean, we've been running it here and doing okay. The opponent just showing that they drew all rocks. I got a rock, Charlie Brown voice. Are you going to try and surmount the Drax to get more draw out of your Adam Warlock? You want more rocks in hand, my friend? I hope you do. Nova is good now instead of OP. Yeah, Nova is still fine. No, the Blue Marvel. You weren't supposed to play the Blue Marvel? Well, what do we think, guys? We really can't even split our power very well. I wish that we had... I wish that I had Groot, right? Because then I could play Rocket, Daredevil, and Groot and just spread the love everywhere. And then it would be an easy win. As it is, it's not an easy win. I'm not even going to snap. I feel like they're in a good spot. Okay, they had the Patriot to buff... Oh, you had the Patriot to buff the rocks. You were baiting me in. Of course, it's Party God. We already saw his deck. Wow.
Got him.
Oh, well. They didn't snap, so that feels a little bit better. Ben Brode used to kill cards in Hearthstone at times. I heard the same thing. I heard that Ben Brode's reputation for Hearthstone balancing was just smack something with a nerf, like a really hard nerf, and then it stays dead. But here in Marvel Snap, I feel like I'm pretty happy with the balancing approach that they've had here in Snap. Are there cards that you guys feel like have not been handled well in terms of balancing? The rematch against Party God, let's go. I would like card targeting. Playing Claw on the last open space to the right is rough. If we could control his direction, that would be great. There's so many cards that would really benefit from being able to be targeted. You have Quake. Target which way the locations shuffle. That is like a bare minimum for her to be acceptable. Nakia being able to target cards in hand. Claw being able to change his direction, because if he's stuck on one side, then yeah, there's a lot of good options. Now, some of the cards I think should stay RNG, like White Tiger. I think having the Spirit Tiger bounce to a random location is appropriate. But let's go ahead and play to the next zone. We've got magic to be able to level it out. Party God is so... Party God. Every time he gets help with the deck. The last time, there was like ninjas and raptors. And then he drew all the rocks. And now he got squirrels. Let's try and choke the board out with Storm. They'll eventually make a opposite version of Claw. Gallagher Gal, are we just gonna get, what would it be called? Is there actually like comic book lore for a variant of Claw?
Wind,
And then he just points the other way? That'd be hilarious. I think it would be really funny actually if they just made it a separate card. I don't know, do we want to boost flooding at all, or do we want to just press to other parts on the board? I feel like we just go somewhere else now. Like we just play Groot. The board is gonna get so full. Okay, let's try Groot. You had a game today where the first location was Subterranea, then Olympia plus the normal draw, which gave him 4 rocks. That's a gift from Oscorp. That's amazing. Alright, what are you gonna play? I can hit it with the Gamora. What you got? You have the Mystique plus Sinister. Interesting. So, do we contend with their play? Do we think... Don't they have 1 card in deck? Oh, because of the Atom Warlock. So I should probably go Goose here to prevent them from being able to play Onslaught. But then do we have enough power to be able to get the Gamora in there? At the next zone to win? I don't know if we have it. Yep, so you get the Mystique. Just started. This all pool 2 and 3. Yes, Ben Jones. I don't have the full collection, but the collection is into pool 3. Pretty deep into pool 3. Though, Ben, once the game does the full release, I am planning on going back and starting a brand new free-to-play account. So, if that is the kind of content you are interested in, it will be coming. I feel like we just lose. We're not going to be able to make it. The next zone is too much. Man, Party God has had our number with this Patriot deck. And it's so frustrating because I feel like we should have the controls to be able to stop it. These just smacked us every single time. It's surreal you don't like the Kingpin changes? I feel like I might agree with you on the Kingpin changes. As being the only card changes. Oh, I got the part. Okay. Try hard time. This is our time to redeem ourselves up against Party God. If we can win with a snap, be able to take some cubes back, gain vengeance for all these other times that the Patriot deck has smacked us around. I'll give him this pointing Spider-Man animation for that. Mantis. Lost 2 games today to the Patriot after you stole their Patriot. The deck is dumb. You stole the Patriot, but you still lost? Dude, that is pretty insane. Let's see. Onslaught Citadel does not really... Yeah, it doesn't help us with anything. But it would really help them, so we need to turn it off with the magic. Yeah, we want either Storm or Magic to be able to shut down that Onslaught Citadel. Otherwise, we're toast. If we can shut it down and force them to play to Isle of Silence. Okay. I'm starting to see some options here. Where do we think they're going to play? Groot, help me out. I really don't like Strange Academy. I mean, obviously, if I'm playing a movement deck, I love Strange Academy. They hit you with the blue Marvel Onslaught. Yeah, the Patriot deck is very strong. It's much more reliable now with the blue Marvel being cheaper. It's so much better. Thiago, one Enchantress to rule them all. It shuts it all down. Especially because they love to stack them to the same location. Even though you don't necessarily have to with the Patriot and the Mystique. Mystique could be in another lane. But the default is that you still stack them. Honestly, I want them to keep playing here and then have the cards move to Onslaught Citadel. So let's prevent them from playing here to Onslaught Citadel on turn 5.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
You enjoy playing decks where Enchantress doesn't fit? Unfortunately, that's often the case for me as well. Like, I think Shang-Chi is so powerful, you could run him in every single deck. And honestly, if they bring in, you know, the friendly matches when I'm playing in a tournament, I might play Enchantress Shang-Chi in every tournament deck. But if I'm just climbing on ladder, it doesn't feel like there's space for them. What are you adding in here? Magic? You're gonna play Magic for me? How kind. Yes, I will take all of your power off of that. That was amazing for us. Okay, this could be our revenge against Party God. Flip. But now the thing is that the Onslaught Citadel still... Oh, we got the... Yes! We hit the storm.
Oh, snap.
Lights out, baby. Lights out. What do you guys think of the new Star-Lord animation? You play him, and then he returns to hand, and then he flies himself. It feels like a glitch, but I'm pretty sure that's what is intended now.
Got him.
I wish I had Patriot to be able to play what my opponent is doing. But I don't, so I can't. Goose? Goose me? The terrifying thing is... Well, okay. Magic is technically 1 extra point. Yes. Do we still lose? No, say it isn't so. If they still play Patriot, they win, right? No. Patriot wouldn't be able to win flooding. If they play just a big card to flooding, they win that. Okay. What do they have? What do they have? I think you should add names to the overlay so we can see who has the initiative. I mean, where would you like to put it? Would you guys be okay with just the deck list being smaller to hold names and like a conjoined Twitch YouTube chat? Is that the game plan? Like if I made the overlay, like if this was, I don't know, I could cut it in half and then have the deck like stacked over here, and then I have more real estate to be able to show player names, initiative, stuff like that. Let me adjust it a little now. Oh. I don't know if it shows you guys me adjusting it in real time, but this is getting embarrassing. There we go. They had the Patriot Mystique anyway, and we lose to Party God for a 4th time. Man. Don't give me Party God again. I'm done playing Party God. Let's upgrade some cards. We have 1,300 credits to be able to burn. Somebody must deserve an update? Who's somebody that we like that we have not gotten up? I do play Green Goblin a lot. Let's get a foil Green Goblin. Do I like his new actual background? You want Patriot too? You only have Cerebro. Yeah, I've played all the flavors of Cerebro, but I'm missing the Patriot, and they're very much in the same line. You can easily see the deck when it's smaller. Well, that could be the direction that we end up going then. Is adapt the deck, and then be able to bring in some more features onto the overlay. I don't need a quarter of the screen for the deck. Plus, I could always pin a deck code at the beginning of the stream, so anyone who wants to play it can just copy it. I hope that the PC version has some nice UI for stuff like that. Could make it easier. We got that Deadpool! Okay, time to pivot. We'll build a Deadpool deck. We're gonna build a Deadpool deck, guys. I can also put the cam to the side a bit. Well, I can now, but if I do this, I mean the camera only goes aside so much. I guess I could make these features a little bit smaller as well to fit the names. Thank goodness we got the foil version that I like. Okay, what are you in? What are you in? You're in my Wong map. Update me. I have so many green goblins. But I think that this is still the best looking one. The other one, the green, doesn't look as good. Swap in variant. There you go, my friend. Upgrade again. Are we gonna get a second card? Not seeing the names might make it so people don't exactly understand why you turn one flip first and the other you flip second, especially newer players, because the game doesn't tell it. Yeah, that was my #1 tip in my video on the things the game doesn't tell you, was how to understand just by glancing at the nameplates who flips first. Okay, so if we want to play a Deadpool deck, what do we bring in? How do we adapt? We probably bring Deadpool. We can bring up the bones of the Sabretooth deck and be able to go from there. Give me another card. Another card, please. The Debris Avatar. You know what? That's a good avatar. I like that one. There we go. So let's see here. We've got... Where are you? I called it Undying. Yes, the Undying deck. The Undying deck is right now running Hood, Squirrel Girl, Bucky, Carnage, Wolverine, Venom, Killmonger, Sabretooth, Deathlock, Moon Girl, Chavez, Death. We cut Wolverine. We add Deadpool. Do we add... I mean, we could just play this for now to get a feel of it. I feel pretty happy. Let's update it so you guys can see it big. Save me. Decklist me. There we go. New avatar sounds almost like a new card. This is new, that is new. You always get a card when you least expect it, indeed. Taskmaster is not bad if I have him. I do not have Taskmaster. I need Hulkbuster or Nova. Nova, we do need Nova. Do we cut the Hood? Or do we cut Chavez? The thing is that the demon is such a nice target for Moon Girl to be able to copy. Moon Girl and Sabretooth is not very good in this deck. What are you talking about? Moon Girl and Sabretooth? Can you imagine? Moon Girl copying free Sabretooth and just some, like, I don't know, 1/4, 1/6 Deadpools and some demons? Your turn 6 can be 2 Deadpools, 2 demons, 2 Sabretooth? It's insane. I mean, we probably could cut Sabretooth for Hulkbuster. And Hulkbuster is good with Venom, right? I don't know. Let's give this a spin, as it were. And I guess I should update it one more time. And then we'll see if we feel like Sabretooth no longer has a place. Okay, save me. Deck list, update me. Take me into battle. The opponent's turn is 1 Killmonger and you're very sad. Yeah, you would be very sad. But I feel like Killmonger is kind of disappearing from the meta. Well, you're right. If your final turn is relying on the demons and Deadpools, you're going to be smacked around. The question is, do they realize that they need to hold it? That's a bit of a... I didn't change the deck. I always do this. I'm building it. And then here we are with the Guardians. Okay, well... Given that it's a play against a real opponent rather than a bot, I'm not going to retreat. We'll play it out. We'll just jam it fast. Raccoon Deadpool. He's in disguise, guys. He's just in disguise. I mean, I have the Drax, which feels pretty good. Let's lock him out. You played against this guy today? We're in the same pool.
Wind, aid my hand.
What's your in-game name, Thiago? Have we played matches? There's a good question in chat. Who in chat has played against me? I feel like I know I've played against a couple of you guys. I always play under the Super Teddy account. I mean, just because you're in rank 70 doesn't mean that we can't match up. If your collection level is remotely similar, we could match up. Dude, it's in the bag. We got the Gamora, we got the Odin. There it is. I love it. Okay, now we'll play our Deadpool deck. That was the whole point. And see if we can climb up from 92. Honestly, I think overall we have been climbing, but quite slowly. No, not too many big 8-point wins. Okay, take me back to Undying. Still an appropriate name, even with Deadpool in the list. Collection level doesn't matter, at least it didn't matter last month. So I think that collection level matters to prevent players in Pool 3 from playing players in Pool 2, but otherwise you're right, it doesn't matter. You match with some infinite people being ranked 50 like 2 days ago. Oh man, Blask. Yeah. You could tell with the, they had the spider card back. That's interesting because the game said that they had extended the queue time to give you a higher chance of getting a competitive match. So not only a higher chance of not playing a bot, but also a higher chance of playing a player nearby your elo. It could be, Blask, that you have an incredible elo compared to these people at Infinite. They could have ground up to Infinite, but then actually not had a very good win ratio. Let's go Squirrel Girl. And I'm kind of going to hold the demon, especially because of the Moon Girl. Yeah, we've got Deathlock and Killmonger to be able to mop these up, and then hope to find the death very cheaply later on. They've got their Angela. They're playing Sarah Miracle with the Angela and Mysterio combo. That's what this tells me. Discord. Oscorp. Well, there is the Deadpool. Now is when we start stacking the Deadpool, right? We got to get him on board. And so then we can kill him on turn 4, kill him on turn 5, play him for real on turn 6. It's slow. We started too slow. I remember when the AI was dumb AF. Oh yeah, Red. It used to be that the bot was just taking money from a baby. Okay, let's get this kick started with the Killmonger here. Killmonger, and then we can follow with the demon. Because next turn I need to play Deadpool plus... Hang on. I don't want to follow with the demon to Oscorp. I want to follow with the demon to the hub. Okay, this one's tricky. The Cosmo making it very sticky, actually.
Assemble.
Yeah, I gave you the squirrel, but I can take it away as well. I won 26 games in a row yesterday and went from 60 to 70. That's incredible, Blast. What a streak. What a Chad. I mean, Deathlock is a little bit bigger than the Carnage, so I guess we'll play it out like this. There's the Sarah. Exactly as anticipated. Kill the Deadpool. Hit the Deadpool back as a 1/4. Are we happy with him as a 1/4? I mean, it's not that exciting, right? But it's something. We can go Carnage. We can go Death. Do we think that they're going to try and cover that? And then I can go Deadpool on right, on left. They're playing Sarah Miracle. They're going to be able to vomit out an enormous hand. I think that we lose this one, but they haven't snapped, so I will entertain them. We'll be up to 18. I'll entertain them. Retreats does count as a loss to you, Blask. I would assume so. But maybe not. Okay, they did not play to the hub. We were baited. The Deadpool didn't need to go there. They've got the Bishop. The Lizard? The Lizard is just big enough? No! Oh, and the big Killmonger. Get smoked. Man, we got smacked around. That was harsh. You didn't even have to retreat in 26 straight games? Blask, have you thought of going to Vegas? Asking as a friend. Okay, let's see if we can redeem this. And maybe we need to cut... What would it be? You cut Sabretooth, you cut Moon Girl, you bring in Forge, and you bring in... Well, here's the fun thing, is that if we cut Moon Girl, we could run Forge or Hulkbuster, and then you actually have 2 targets, because Sabretooth is good to pick up either of those buffs. And so is Deadpool. No early plays, but we do have the Bucky Barnes, which I love to see. Got only 28 cubes in those 26. So the opponent was retreating that much. What were you running? Was it different decks, or was this like one deck just slamming? Let's go with the Bucky here. And we'll go ahead and play to New York. And we'll play the Sabretooth, then we'll open into the Deathlock. We can play the Moon Girl to copy the Sabretooth. Death's Domain. You don't say. Well, this is kind of perfect for me, but I wish that I'd gotten the Bucky. I had been able to play the Bucky while I had this information, but now we can play Hood, just get him taken care of, and then play the Deathlock. 1 lockdown kind of deck. Man, that must have been quite the head rush. Told you I don't need Moon Girl. But Moon Girl now is going to be able to copy great cards. I mean, it's true. I could probably do without her. But it's so much fun. It's such a high roll to be able to get her. They've got the Moon Girl. Nova helps Deadpool a lot. He does. Being able to destroy them in conjunction to be able to get the buff on the Deadpool, and then you effectively double the pace at which Deadpool is being activated makes a big difference. Unfortunately, we don't have the Nova yet. Maybe. No, I got the Venom. Ah, okay. What is the play? There is a Moon Girl just doesn't quite fit. If I play her, she will only be able to copy Killmonger and Death. Is that what we're seeing? But then again, the opponent appears to be moving toward a couple destructions of their own, and then Death will be very nearly free. I mean, I almost guarantee that they will be free. I'll play the Sabretooth. Playing the Sabretooth just to get the extra destruction tick on Death. See how this goes. There's no point Moon Girling Death if you can't play her, because I wasted the turn 4. What do you mean I wasted the turn 4? My turn 4... You mean on playing the Moon Girl? Oh, they've got the wave. Love it. Death will be free. I mean, here with how they had the Carnage and the Bookie Barnes, they were able to get pretty far out ahead of us. Let's throw in our 2 Death. What's the final play? I mean, it's just a demon somewhere. What's their most likely move? Their most likely move, because they see that they're winning Death's Domain, is to overload Sewer System with everything. Death. They didn't snap, but... Would we ever run Wave ourselves with the Deadpool style play? I don't know if we would. Oh, they came into New York? That sucks. They didn't even have Death? This whole time they didn't have Death? I could have literally just moved my Moon Girl and won. What a soul read. What a soul read. Ah, okay. So, chat's will has turned against the Moon Girl. I'll give it a go. We cut the Moon Girl. We add Hulkbuster. Is it Hulkbuster or is it Forge? I don't know. I'm still wrapping my mind around how Moon Girl could work. What if I should update the deck? Sorry. What if we ran Forge and then, I don't know, I feel like running Forge makes Moon Girl better because then you can have better odds of copying a powerful card in either the Deadpool or an empowered Sabretooth. I know that it hasn't worked in any of these games that we've been testing, but imagine if it did. Hulkbuster is too slow. Is it better to run Forge? We can trade it out for Forge on the next one. Like, Hulkbuster is so big, though. You'll be able to get it on Deadpool on turn 3, and then kill him on turn 4, which would turn him into a 110. And then you can kill him again on turn 5 to make him a 120. You like Buster more, but it's up to you. Okay. I've seen a lot of Deadpool decks with Moon Girl. 2 huge Deadpools are a pain. Yeah, the problem is getting them huge, right? Okay, so you want... The order is Nova first, Deadpool second, because then when the Nova pops, it gets popped first, it buffs the Deadpool, then the Deadpool dies, returns to hand. Thank goodness we didn't play it to the mini lab. Okay, we play the Deadpool. This is good, this is good. Deathlock comes down, clears this, Deadpool comes down again. Venom eats his power. Deadpool is then ready for yet another turn. Nidavellir. Oh, but now I want to go Venom. Nova always first? Yes, Thiago. Your wife says that size doesn't matter? I believe she meant the size of the Deadpool. That's definitely what she was talking about. Can confirm. Yeah, we go Venom on this one. Pick up all those big old buffs. Problem with Forge is that it's only better than Buster if you have Carnage on turn 3. It gives you great tempo if you do have that Carnage on turn 3, right? You've got the Hulkbuster onto the Kraven? Sure. But so the other advantage, right, is that Forge will combo with cards together a little bit more cleanly than on the Buster. But here we got the Busters, so we're not crying. They're crying. Look at this. We got the Buster on the Deadpool, and then we go Hood Deathlock, and then our final turn is looking like a Deadpool, a Demon, and a Death. Like, that's... We hit the fantasy. This is the fantasy of the Deadpool deck. Even to the point of Venom being able to consume the temporary buffs from Nidavellir to get bigger. He's a 21 already. It's psycho. Absolutely psycho. Alright, add the power. Feel the power. I was going to say if only we had Moon Girl, but we don't have turn space to be able to play the Moon Girl to get the copy. I'm gonna pull the Kraven away. Zola is missing in this fantasy, that's true. We didn't hit the full fantasy, but we're very close. So let's see, we get 2 more destructions, taking death down to a 5 cost. Oh, I can't play them all. Do we want to run? Nah, magic doesn't really make sense. We do want to snap though. We're doing incredible. Yeah, we needed 1 more destruction to be able to fit. Well, to get death down to 4, which would have let us play Deadpool, Demon, and Death all together. There we go.
Victory.
Movement decks really hate the mini lab. It shuts them down a lot, so I could see my opponent wanting to retreat on that one. Spending the entire game to make Deadpool a Giga Chad just to get smacked by a pool 2 1-drop. It can happen. I embrace it. It might not be, at the end of the day, the best self-destruction deck, but it is the newest self-destruction deck for me, which means that it's fun. Yeah, Killmonger is so good. Killmonger is so good. That's the crazy thing, is that because Killmonger is so good, it makes increasing a card's cost from 1 to 2 a buff, right? Like, that's where Dagger is in many ways better than Human Torch, even though she's more expensive and doesn't scale as well. It's wild. Do we want to compete for the raft? I feel like this deck does very poorly at competing for the raft. Kiln, we have to compete for the raft and for Kiln. 2 races. Sure, I'll play the Nova. Play the Sabertooth. I don't know, this feels like a slow start for us though. You meant Electra? Yep, Electra comes in as well. Killmonger is even better with the Venomized variant. You like that one? The Blackout? I don't like that one. Personally, I have it, but I don't like to play it. I don't know, it's just like, it doesn't have enough detail to me. I don't know, Sabertooth. We've got the Warpath. Neither of us are playing for the Kiln. Both just abandoning it and racing for the raft. Oh, but we got it. We got a little Squirrel Girl, and then, so it's going to be Nova, Sabertooth, and a Squirrel? Is that worthy of Venom? Sure. I feel like that's a fairly good Venom. And you've got the Carnage. You didn't want to finish off the raft? Well, Carnage wouldn't have let him, but... You bought the Venomized Killmonger because the original is ugly to you? The original's not great either. I'll give you that. Give me all the Noir variants. You know what? I would give it that the Venomized Killmonger probably looks incredible in Noir. I will give it that. Okay, we play Sabertooth because it's free. A free destruction, I mean. And then we play the Bucky. And then we clap everything with the Deathlock? To be a 5 in the end, or is it the Carnage? It's probably the Carnage on this one. Carnage gets just a little bit bigger. We will hold the free Giganto and snap. Free Giganto coming in at the raft. You've got the Hobgoblin, doesn't matter. I mean, this is feeling very good. After being in energy, like we were playing off energy curve for our first couple turns, I feel like we still ended up with a very clean line. Right? I mean, this is amazing. And then it's Sabertooth, and then it's Death. We already snapped. What you got? We're gonna stomp you here. We have to play the Giganto. I mean, honestly, do we move the Sabertooth to the right? It could be a line to move the Sabertooth to the right. But I feel like they're going to embrace the Warpath getting the buff. And they could have a big card here that plays to the raft. But normally, this lineup I would expect Destroyer, but they didn't set up any pieces to be able to play Destroyer. Being able to win despite the Goblin always feels good. It does. It does always feel good. They hit you with the Hobgoblin, and you hit them with the Giganto Sabertooth. Let's go. Okay, we will do one or two more with this, and then we'll trade in Forge to see how we feel about Forge instead of Hulkbuster. Is there another card that we would trade out instead of the Hulkbuster? Like, would we actually drop Deathlock? Venom? I feel like you always keep Carnage in terms of a Destruction Activator. Squirrel Girl, of course. Central Park is such a good start for our deck. It is so good. It's almost good enough just to snap on. But let's at least see what the other locations are. Ah, you give me the Deadpool. Okay. Deathlock seems too energy efficient. He is so energy efficient. I feel like you probably play either Hulkbuster or Forge. So we'll cut Hulkbuster unless we get another bright idea. I'd like to play the Bucky, please.
Opponent snapped.
The opponent has snapped. What do you know that I don't know? Shiva. You're not going to play anything? You're going to snap and then pass? Discorp? Are you kidding me? I mean, we have to start the Deadpool going, though I would like the Nova in here as well. If they don't have a way to activate the Bucky or the Squirrel, it's not the end of the world, but that sucks. It sucks really bad. Probably should have thought about that a little more before I slammed those cards down. Because I could have just played them to Central Park instead. Oh well. Have your clutter. Enjoy. Okay, now we pray. Yes, we pray. Come on. Come on. You gotta hit the Deadpool for Teddy. Do it for Teddy. At least the power isn't completely lost because we're playing the Venom, but we don't get that doubling, which does hurt. The 50-50 burned us. I don't have Blask's Vegas-like luck. If it was Blask on his win streak, that hits Deadpool every single time. Yeah, we've got the big squeakers. Incredible. I mean, we can play like so. The Deathlock will not eat up our squirrels because it's at nowhere. I'm not gonna snap. I felt like the opponent did basically nothing the whole game, but we still didn't add anything up. Like this is the deck falling on its face. There's the Hela, sure. You got the Blade, cuts the Lady Sif. You got the Magneto, that was the good one. And then the Black Cat wins. Incredible. It is 2 Deadpools despite only one being on board. When Blask plays it, it is 2 of the Deadpools. Okay, one more and then we trade in Forge. Okay, Death in hand, that's a good start. And we got the Hulkbuster. Come on now, just give me something to attach it to. Yeah, Deadpool preferably, but I will take, and we get the rematch against Shiva, let's go. Ooh, the Sinister London. The Sinister London can always get very much out of hand with a self-destruction deck. And the cloning vats? Are you kidding me? Both of these go insane. Hang on. What do we do? Is it Deadpool Carnage on the cloning vats? I think so. I think it's Deadpool Carnage on the cloning vats. They are going to have Honestly, I don't think Hela does nearly as well with these locations as we do. I think we turn this one. Okay. Now it's Deadpool. Hang on. I want to get the Hulkbuster in there, right? Deadpool Hulkbuster on Sinister London to make sure that it attaches. And then we start destroying things with Venom. It's turn 4. We only have 3 more turns. I feel like we need to start getting power on the board. Just stacking Carnage until we win. I mean, you can do that. I'm trying to wrap my mind around how you play both of these. He gets the Black Cat, he gets the Infinite, he copies the Ghost Rider so that he can keep doing this all day. Then I want to copy my Venom. Right? Hang on. Probably a different order. Carnage, get the kill, copy my Venom. The opponent doesn't have Shang-Chi. Velvet Hippo, you love copying Novas and Venoms. Carnage is also a good copy. The Deadpool copies are nice. It is. This game is going to be insane. Like, he's hitting... The opponent is hitting his high roll as well. But I'm just trying to figure out... how do you mediate matching Sinister London with the cloning vats as well? Like, this is nuts. Okay, so we've got a 12 strength Deadpool in hand. And we also have a, let's see, how big is this Venom gonna be? Check on the Venom, please. And we got that Death who's gonna be cheap enough to play. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. We snap to this, right? Playing for all the marbles. What you got? Let's see it, Shiva. Let's see it. Yeah, snap. Oh, you had the Death. Right, right. I don't know why he was throwing up the question mark there. We'll give him the little thumbs up. GG's.
Victory.
Blast was real worried for the Killmonger there. Alright, now this is where you hit him with the Thanos. That's the time it's appropriate to hit him with the Thanos. Thanos is such BM. We got him. GG's, Velvet Hippo. GG's. Oh, baby. Oh, we got a third? Now I feel bad. I hit him with the Thanos and we get the rematch. Okay. Round 3 up against Hela. They won round 1, we won round 2. We took a lot more cubes. So in that sense, we're still ahead. Yeah, we're going for the BO5, or we're playing the first to 10. What are they calling it? Have they... Chat, help me out. On the roadmap. The friendly matches. What are they calling their game mode? Where it's first to 10 attacks against the opponent's health bar. We go Bucky here. On Sinister London. The raft is going to be trippy. It's going to throw us for a loop here. Murder World is actually quite nice. Are they calling it Battle Royale? I don't think they're calling it Battle Royale, Velvet Hippo. But basically the game mode is that instead of cubes, you have health. And every time you lose a match, you take damage. Okay, the opponent's going to spam. I hit mute. Yeah. Okay. I think it is... Oh man, what is it? Damage is based on if you snapped or not all... Yes. So the cubes are still in effect, but they just show how much damage will be dealt. And you have 10 health. I don't know, the Hulkbuster? The Hulkbuster is a little bit creative here, right? Because it makes us a bigger Bucky, which will then also copy a new big Bucky to another location, and then we can hit him with the Venom to be able to absorb all of that power. I didn't want it to go right, but it went right. Moon Knight hitting the Deathlock is probably the best card they could have taken out of our hand there. The Venom, I was hoping to be able to use the Venom. The mode seems cool. The only downside I see is that you can't change decks. Well, yeah. You can play the same like you could rematch the person with new decks, but it would be fun. Like in it's in Yu-Gi-Oh, right? You have a side deck that allows you to adapt. We'll play. That's a lot of squirrels. Is it too many squirrels? Probably not too many squirrels. Let's play the Killmonger then. I wish we had one card bounce left so that I could have taken the Raft here and then gotten, you know, a free 6-drop to be able to also play the Sinister London. This one's tricky. It's kind of hilarious thinking that you sometimes lose 8 cubes to someone taking a dump. Where you sit in front of your PC in a comfy chair in the emulator focusing hard. It happens. You gotta play everybody. So they get all the destruction, and then Ghost Rider pulls in the Infinite. Yuck. I don't think that we draw anything that redeems the game. I was trying to get Bucky rolling, but then we lost the Venom, which could have activated a few more cards. We have the Death. Hang on. I want to throw the thumbs up to the opponent. There we go. GG's.
Escaped.
I'll bet the dude is spamming the Thanos snap. He probably was. Let him spam away. The mobile gaming chair is a toilet. Yes. Okay, let's take in the update that we were thinking about. Forge for Hulkbuster. Does that improve our list? I feel pretty good about how the Hulkbuster was doing. It is a little slow, it is a little clunky, but it's a lot of power. And it came in big in a couple of the matches. Where's Forge? Thought he was a 2-2. Forge me? There you are. Nope, Cable. Forge is a 2-1. So weak. Why can't Forge be a 2-2? Is that too powerful? I mean, he is currently getting played as a 2-1, so I guess that's a sign that he's fine. He could use a little love, though. Most of the decks that he gets played in are not very good. Playing the snap on the toilet has its downsides. Can't focus well on both things. Oh no, Blask. Let's see. Up against Lord Farquaad, are we? I was playing Farquaad a lot yesterday. We must be trying to queue up at the same times. Deadpool Hood Carnage is a pretty nice start, and then we can gobble up the Rock in a pinch. Let's get the Deadpool down there. Now, do we go straight to Carnage? I guess we would go straight to the Carnage to chew him up if we draw another destruction effect immediately here. We did not, so I play Hood. And Rock. The new Carnage avatar from the season pass is so ugly, so is the variant. Yeah, I wasn't really high on that one. I feel like the symbiotes have such great opportunity that's being squandered. So we go Rock to Oscorp to give him a Rock, just because. And then we'll use Carnage here to chew up this side. Oh, you're gonna give me the Electro, are ya? I can get rid of the Electro. This is probably the best deck to be able to deal with the Electro hit. We'll be able to come in with the Venom and gobble up the Electro and the Deadpool next turn. And then we at least, I mean, we don't have the benefit of the extra energy, but we have gotten rid of it. Sandman Symbiote might look cool. That could be sick. That could be so good. Give me the Deadpool. Oh no, but I can only play one card. I mean, I have to play the Venom to get rid of this restriction as quickly as possible. It hurts that the Venom isn't destroying the Deadpool, and it hurts that the Venom is only eating Electro. But this deck revolves around being able to combo all your cards. We're playing a very cheap energy curve. And they're already up to White Tiger. Yeah, it's pretty good. We don't have any destruction activators right now. And we would also like to set them up at Lechigilia, which would give us even more rocks and thus less chances of being able to draw them. I don't know. Do we even want to play the Lechigilia? Probably not. Let's just try and win the locations that are in front of us. With the Demon and the Deadpool. It's turn 5. We don't have time to set up another destruction. We're just hoping to be able to draw like a big body. The Subterranea games, yeah. We've got the Blue Marvel. Do we have a prayer? Bucky ain't it. But they haven't snapped, so I'll see it. What you gonna play? I'm sure they have enough, but for the one extra cube, I'll play it out. Spectrum. Spectrum is quite good. Are you too dumb to understand how Legends of Runeterra works? Or is this game really complicated? Wanted to try it, but you don't understand the rules at all? I mean, it's not that complicated. You just have to take into account that there are like 3 different speeds of spells that can all be stacked in a chain, and that you have one attack during your turn, but your turn can continue after your attack, or you can attack in the beginning. And you have to line up all the health and attack of all your units against all their units, and then you go back and forth, but it's still your initiative, which then swaps depending on who has the opportunity to attack. And then you also have to factor in the scaling mana, which can overflow into spell mana, which slots in on the extra 3 slots. And there you go. I mean, I think Legends of Runeterra is pretty fun. I played it a little bit, but I haven't played recently. It could have gotten even more complicated. I don't know what kind of crazy cards they've added in. I was playing in the very early days. Just build yourself a Braum Northern, or a Braum Freljord deck, is what I remember being quite fun. Or a Garen Bannerman deck, one of the Demacia decks. Those play very straightforward. Too many keywords, spells, and magic, and the 2 faction decks. Legends of Runeterra's got a lot going on. It's got a lot going on. But if you want to invest into it, I think it's pretty fun, and it's pretty well balanced as well. It's also fairly free to play friendly. They have very good monetization structure around all the cosmetics, and then if you are doing your dailies and whatnot, you should be able to collect into a pretty good card collection. Legends of Runeterra is pretty easy once you get the hang of it. Once you've played your deck, you know, a bunch of times, up against all the matchups, and you understand the meta matchup, then you can kind of just zone out and smack them around. Okay, we got the Nova, but do we want to hold the Nova? I feel like we probably hold the Nova and we just go for... what do I go for? Well, we could play Carnage to activate the Kiln, and then we could just play the Nova over here. Alternatively, is we set up Sabertooth. Let's set up the Sabertooth, I guess. Just give me Snap. That's my kind of gameplay. Plus, I don't feel like investing the time into more than one card game, especially when the gameplay is so different in both of them. Yeah, these are like lifestyle games, right? You play it so much to be able to keep up with. Okay, so now we have to cash in on the kiln, and then we set up the Nova Hood Death Stack. You quit Hearthstone to play Snap, and that was a good decision. I agree, Blask. Here's the thing, Snap, with the truly simultaneous turns, just lets you slam so many more games, and it's not because it is accelerated or because it's more tactically shallow than the other games. It's because you don't have to wait for the opponent to think during their whole turn. Now, of course, if you get like a well-paced game with the opponent where you're both thinking on each other's turns, the other games can play pretty quickly as well. But yeah, give me Snap. Okay, then we go Deathlock, which will pop the Deadpool, make the Deadpool a little bit bigger. Is this a world where the Killmonger could be a good final play? We're decreasing the cost of death by 3, so she's going to be a 4 cost. And then I'm going to have Deadpool and Demon and Sabretooth all as the final play. That's pretty good. I guess I could go Killmonger, and then if they... hang on. If they play any more 1-drops with a Falcon deck, I assume they will, we could pick up even more little tasty goodies. And I could actually play the Demon right now. Okay, I like this. I like this path. My wallet is happier, and the time is much more well spent. You play 8 games in the span of 1 Hearthstone game. I didn't realize that Hearthstone was that long. That's crazy. We distribute the buffs. Get the buff on the Deadpool. Deadpool up to 4 as he comes back to hand. Death down to 3. Alright, they've got a huge Devil Dino, and there's the Forge. There he is. Okay, well, you can't overtake me in Kiln. There's actually no way, unless the Zola comes and hits the Devil Dino. Famous last words. Forge into the Deadpool. Into the Deadpool. I always forget you have to pick it up twice. I mean, what are they going to be able to do? They're going to be able to play a second Devil Dino for 15, for 17 points. That will take them up to 26. I am adding 18 points, taking me up to 24? No. With the Forge is enough. But then they could play something like a Sentinel. Okay, I'm not going to snap. Sentinel Devil Dino wins them the game, but we're right in there. Velvet Hippo, thank you for the follow. Glad that you've been enjoying the stream. You're a pretty fast player due to being able to think about your turn while on the opponent. So playing before your turn starts, you already know what it's going to look like. Yeah, that's like the key to being able to quickly slam games with any type of card game like this, right? Most games are at least 15 minutes. The longest match ever was during the Grand Tournament where Control Warrior was the best deck in the game, and your longest match was 43 minutes of a Hearthstone game. 43 minutes of a Hearthstone game? Yeah, that's like... I mean, I play, on average, a Snap game every 3 minutes, so... I wonder what my longest Snap game is. I mean, it's very limited. Much shorter. It would be like... The longest Snap game would be Daredevil plus Magic, which probably extends you to like 7 minutes? I take that back. The longest Snap game is when the game breaks because you had Onslaught, Citadel, Onslaught, Mystique, and then something like, any of the cards that had to repeat very slow animations. I have had that bake for like 20 minutes before. You lost that one, by the way. As a game for 1 star, that sucks, Blask. Man, that hurts. Okay, into another here. We got the Central Park, which, as I said, is almost caused to snap immediately, but we'll see the other locations. There could be something that kind of bricks things for us, but I'm trying to think what it would be. Wakanda is a problem. They've got the Mantis, okay. Just a blank Mantis. Mojo World. Mojo World is a bit of a struggle for us to be able to contend with, but we should be fine. Let's get the Squirrel Girl out there now. I hope we draw death, because I mean right here she's free. We're going to be able to destroy 9 cards with the Killmonger. Well, 10 because of the Mantis. So death is already guaranteed to be free. They've got the Cable. Don't draw death. Part of me wishes that you could see what they drew, but I mean that dramatically changes Cable as a card. Oscorp, you strike again. Well, I kind of want to just play Killmonger. Get him out there. There's a time limit for the amount of turns that you can play in a game. After I believe 20 turns, you both explode and it's a tie in Hearthstone. I think I've seen that. Big fan of Control Warrior mirror matches. Says Thiago /S. /sarcasm from Thiago. Oscorp making the trade. I love that it's got the little pumpkin effect. Okay, to be able to play with some tempo, I think we go Bucky Carnage here. Now the opponent playing the Venom means that, well then why are you playing Mantis, Cable, Falcon? Oh, they drew our that's yes. I was like, how does Venom fit in their deck? It doesn't. They drew our Venom with the Cable, and they still made it work. I really want to get Falcon to be able to play the true bounce deck. It looks like so much fun. Let's play Hood. I actually don't really care about the Sabretooth being free, right? Because death is already free. The reason that I would want to keep on destroying Sabretooth is if I can feed the Sabretooth to either Carnage or Venom or get extra stacks on death. But because of killing all the squirrels, death is already free, so we don't have to mess with the low efficiency Sabretooth. We love control matchups, actually. Really control-oriented player. Aggro decks are whack. Are you European, Blask? The general idea of like the different regional metas is that Americans play aggro and Europeans play control. But, I mean, it's not obviously true for everybody. Is this just a rematch against the deck that we played before? That's what it's feeling like. We just stack Mojo World and pray. I don't think we snap, but we have a good shot here. They have to play 10 points to surmount us at Oscorp. Oh, the Iron Man.
Iron Man.
That's a lot of points. Hearthstone was a great game 3 years ago. Oh no. Even in Snap, you don't like Kazoo decks relying on 1-drops. It feels too fragile. In Snap, it's hard to play it because it's hard to refill the board due to lack of card draw in Snap. Yeah, the aggro decks just, in Snap, they're severely limited by card draw and board space. And then you also have the counter cards like Killmonger. Like, I feel like Snap has some very, like, just in terms of card design, there is a card that pretty much will be a counterpiece to anything else. So there's always balancing factors. If something is too popular in the meta, then its counter starts becoming popularized as a another piece. But then you also have the snap mechanic of being able to kind of self-balance. Like, you think you're running into a counter matchup, you don't snap. The opponent's not going to be able to take as many winnings. You probably just retreat. Or if the game is really close because it doesn't seem like the opponent has drawn a very good hand, then things get a little more interesting. There we go. Blask is Euro. Born in London, living in the Netherlands, and you're Polish, and moving to Germany in a year. Incredible. Incredible. We are going to go with Forge to be able to line up the Deadpool Carnage. Like, this is the perfect tempo. Sounds like you have been all over the European Union, Blask. My sister was actually over in Germany for a little bit, just recently. But I have stayed, well, I have also been all over. I was born in France and then spent time in Africa and then have been over here on the state side of things for the majority of my life. So really, I'm just American. I'm American with a funny backstory. I'm like the NPC or the D&D character with like, yeah, some little backstory flavor, but that is pretty much irrelevant to their character and their drive. They got the armor? Are you kidding me? This sucks. Why would you do this? Blask, I am more European than most Europeans. That sounds like it's very much the case. We don't have any... Okay, just take... Okay. I'm tilted. That armor plate tilted me out of my mind.
Escaped.
Okay. Get out of it, go next. Your wife is in Germany? Well, I'm glad that you're getting the chance to move back there. My wife and I were actually considering doing a long distance married relationship for a year because she had a job in Alaska and I had a job in Kansas City. But then things kind of split out. Okay, yeah, we play Squirrel. Then we go Forge Deadpool and we pray that we get the Carnage. Atalan is going to make things a little bit funky. But I mean, we'll be able to play... We'll be able to get the Deadpool to have the buff. I hope that we draw Carnage. If we don't draw Carnage, we could still pick up the Carnage on the redraw out of Atalan. Okay. And their Iceman is going to screw up the energy curve anyway. Oh no. That breaks the energy. That like disables it for the whole game. Deadpool is going to be a 2 cost now, right? Hang on. Chat, is it worth it to try and carry with a 2 cost Deadpool? I feel like it's not. I feel like you trade out to Sabretooth now. That's so odd. And you first met your wife on Reddit? That's incredible. Oh yeah, Rock Hood. Sure. Sure. All these tilters, guys. And then you've got the Khazar. I'm just waiting for my Killmonger. Nope. Not yet. I don't know. Nothing's good. Actually, nothing is good. Yeah, that deck was a little hard. Harry, how's it going? Glad you were able to join the stream. We retreat again. Harry, you're bringing bad luck. As soon as you tried, I gotta back out. Is Taskmaster good in the deck? Taskmaster is very good in the deck. Taskmaster can either copy an enormous... If you're playing Taskmaster, you probably go for playing Hulkbuster. If Taskmaster can copy a huge Deadpool, or you get a really cheap Death and then you combo Death Taskmaster, that's also a good play. I just don't have Taskmaster to be able to test myself. I don't know if Europe is a good place to be if someone says Total War. Oh no. Okay, we get the rematch. There we go, the rematch. He's got the Spider-Man point going. Oh, this is super fun. So we go Deadpool, Hood, Carnage. I mean, what a start. Don't accept their bullying, Harry. It was just a joke. I've been doing so-so. So we haven't tested very many games, but on a tiny sample size, we've done way better with Hulkbuster than we have with Forge. Ah, I get the Squirrel Girl. Okay. So it's Squirrel Girl, Deadpool, Deathlock. We're gonna hold the free demon till the end. Harry, you've been lurking for 30 minutes and then you say hi? Oh, but still working. I gotcha, I gotcha. Glad to see you, Harry. Harry knows that I've not had great fortunes. Well, glad that you've been able to watch. Oscorp is really interesting.
This land is always changing.
Ooh. That's not fun. No. Like if they get death is actually really good for them. Okay, you have the Ebony Maw, sure. So now you're gonna give me the Ebony Maw. So they're playing the Oscorp deck. They're ready to deal with it. I mean, sure, I'll play Khazar. Khazar's actually really good for us. Khazar, Onslaught, Deadpool, Demon, Squirrel. Are you guys seeing this? The only Total War warning might come from the mentally unstable Russian midget. We all know he's snapped and he's bluffing. The whole thing is so crazy. And the armor. He's playing armor because is this like... Are you running armor just to spite me? Or are you running armor because it's ongoing? And you have some kind of wonky buff strategy. But I think we snapped. We honestly got very good cards from his side of the deck to be able to adapt our playstyle. He got the death though. He did get it. He got the ultra cheap death. Ooh, is this a little Ant-Man that I smell? Alright, well good luck my friend. Beat this. Yeah, we already snapped. Throw the opponent the thumbs up. The opponent is snapping back? My guy. What's your... Do you have the Killmonger? They probably have the Killmonger. Come on, don't play our Killmonger. Please don't play our Killmonger. Holding my breath. Nightcrawler, so far, so good. The Nova, it's the Killmonger. It's the Bucky! Oh man.
Victory.
That's how we roll. Easy 8 cubes. Never doubted it. This deck is very fun. I'm so happy that we finally got Deadpool. Now, between the two variants, I don't know, we still need a good run with Forge. Current situation, people in Germany don't use heating. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, because they're have been piping stuff in from Russia before, right? Well, we go Nova. Certainly. Oscorp, I think we're just going to avoid. We don't really have any trap to set up for the opponent with Oscorp. Oh. Well. Okay. I will play Bucky. This means that I can't play Killmonger if I want to win the Sanctum Sanctorum. But honestly, this is a great advantage for us. Does the opponent... Would they have any way to be able to get in here? You have friends in Italy with a similar issue with the heating? Man, that's so dramatic. Like, Project Pegasus. I wish it was enough to play the death. As it is, it's like Squirrel Girl Venom. And then nothing, because I don't want to play the Killmonger and pop the Nova. But yeah, Russia has been feeding Europe natural gas for so long. They've got all the wealth of Siberia in terms of all the precious resources. Early destroyers, very good. Here's the thing, my guy. I'm winning Sanctum Sanctorum, and now I can just play to Oscorp. I can play my Deathlock. I can play my Death as the finisher. I'm wondering, if I was to adapt the deck to be able to fit Shang-Chi, I might cut Venom, honestly. Could cut Venom or Sabretooth to be able to run Shang-Chi. It'd be kind of fun. We just play Sabretooth? Well, do we just play Sabretooth or do we play Death? What else do we draw that we could play? Not that much. Do you have a Hobgoblin? Destroyer usually runs the Hobgoblin. You've got the Hobgoblin. But your big finisher is already down. The hilarious thing is that Carnage is so close to being better because of eating up the Hobgoblin. But it's just not quite there. I think we're good. Russia's become a joke of a country as a price for the current situation. Every big corporation just yeeting out of there. Yeah, it's not where you want to be. If you want to conduct any kind of business. There was somebody watching the stream weeks ago who is from Russia, and he was like, I can't buy anything in the game because the Russian credit cards are not accepted anywhere outside of Russia. Thiago, you wish that you could put Odin in every single deck just to give the goblins back. It's so satisfying to give the goblins back. That might be one of my favorite interactions in the game, is being able to give them back. You could also like beast bounce them and then play them yourself, or eat them up with the Carnage, but the Odin play is the most satisfying. Oh, we got the Forge. Okay, now give me Deadpool. And we're in business. You can't buy anything in games or even a new phone because they don't ship them anymore. They don't ship to Russia? Nothing ships to Russia? Russia has to be self-sufficient right now? I kind of want to go Forge to be able to put the buff on the Sabretooth, but I don't have any destruction activators yet. I have to draw one, right? You've got Carnage, you've got Venom, Deathlock. They're all there, just waiting. Forge. China's still shipping into Russia? I can imagine a Russian bootleg Android system. Probably. Deathlock is interesting here to Hala. You could also just let Hala burn it. Burn it all down. Let's put the buff on the Sabretooth. The hilarious... So, I was watching some of the early news stories, and I guess the Ukrainians shot down a Russian drone, and then they like dissected it to see the equipment that was inside the drone. The Russians are using a... what was it? A Canon Rebel i6 or whatever, which is like a many years out of date Canon DSL camera. That's the exact camera that my wife has. It was hilarious to like read the article and be like, maybe this is your camera that they're using in their spy tech. Oh, you killed the Sabretooth. I mean, that's the best Gambit hit I've ever seen. Gambit onto the Sabretooth, and then my Drax comes back at him? Yes, please. And give me some more. Let's stack this, get the destructions out of the way, get all the buffs, be able to produce the Winter Soldier. Are we worried that it doesn't actually get destroyed? It would be a tie if they don't play. Do we lose? Ties mean that nothing happens, right? Okay, we'll let it be. Next turn we can just play Deathlock Bucky anyway. It's about the same. Their tanks are from World War II. I mean, yeah. So much stuff is from World War II and Cold War era for them. That was the last time their military had a healthy budget. Okay, they did play the Colossus, so we could have gone even harder with the Bucky already, but this will do fine. This'll do. Okay, so now it is Bucky, Sabretooth, Death, pops these. We're playing the Sabretooth to get the extra tick on Death. Death will be a 3 cost to allow us to play Killmonger if we so choose. The Demon, for sure. We get the free Sabretooth coming back as well. In your country, Thiago, a lot of people support Russia as well. It's not that alone. Yeah, it still just seems wild to me, though, that there can be a land war in Europe. Supporting Russia is like supporting a Polish football team. No. I feel like we're doing quite well here, guys. I mean, a lot of tempo off of their Gambit hitting my Sabretooth and then my Drax hitting their Gambit, right? That was an incredible swing for us. We'll go Death, Demon, Sabretooth, Deadpool. Lock me in. Lock me in, carry me home. Professor X does give them a win, but I don't think they're going to be able to steal either of these from us. What would they have? Destroyer? On the money. But it's not big enough. The Destroyer Colossus with the buffs from Nova made it incredibly close. Just incredibly close. Do we have enough to be able to do this update? Yes. Make my Deadpool blue. Gonna make Russia a monarchy again. There you go, Sasha. There's your 60-year-old AK to fight with. Here's the thing, that AK will still work. Alright, hop me in, one more. You got the crazy variants of Deadpool, Thiago? They're some of the best ones. Oh, it's just that they have? Yeah. Deadpool has some incredible variants. Now that I've got him, I might want to buy a few. Okay, chat. What's the best Deadpool variant? You've got Taco Deadpool. You have Nyan Cat Deadpool. You've got Symbiote Deadpool. I mean, it's endless. And they're all great. They're all fire. Oh, Blask, you doubt the AK? Fair enough. It will eventually jam. It's inevitable. Thiago's gonna have a full collection of all Deadpool variants. That'd be quite fun. Trade them out. I hope that they should do a setting when you're choosing what variant is the default. Just have an option, random variant, and then like every game you get a different variant of the card. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. And I want to play Killmonger to be able to destroy everything. But I'm trying to think if there's a way... I don't think there's a way to get Nova down and then have the Nova put the buff on the Deadpool. Well, I take it back. There is if I play like Nova Bucky now and then I draw Carnage. Because then I can play something over here to destroy the Nova, put the buff on the Deadpool, and then destroy the Deadpool later. We're really running out of turns to be able to activate everything. Okay. We got the Deathlock. Play the Demon. It's kind of coming together. Oh, but I played the Bucky and the Nova in the wrong order. It's scuffed, guys. If you flip the order, then you have the Winter Soldier in place to be able to get the buff from the Nova. I wish you could lock a variant so that it will always add it to the deck instead of the default and infinite one. You always forgot to swap them for the foiled ones. You can change what the default is, Blast. If you go to your collection of like the screen that shows all the variants and you select the star, it will choose that variant as the new default to get added in. And then we go Killmonger. This will make a very cheap death, and hopefully we have something else to be able to combo with it. And we're going to have a 4-strength Deadpool. Yay! But I do wish that they could keep on improving the... Yep, your prayers have been answered, Blask. They can still improve the UI, that's for sure. Oh, the Infinite. Trying to kill the Squirrel Girl. I wish there was a way to, like, push the change out to all existing decks. That's not in right now, but... Wow, I'm actually going to play Sabretooth just as a 3-4 because it's better than the Venom. Who would have thought we would see the day? I mean, I suppose I play Sabretooth here, right? If they buff the Morbius, we lose, but otherwise we're taking the initiative. We're getting 12 strength over here. They have the Infinite. If they resurrect the Infinite, I mean, they probably just lose. But the opponent also has not snapped. What if all they have is Ghost Rider? If all they have is Ghost Rider, you got the Hela on center. Yeah, there it is. Hela on center, Infinite on one side or the other. GG's. Ooh, if we had played Death instead of Sabretooth's spot, that would have given us an extra 8. Which would have been a win. I mean, then that would have been the stronger play. Death on center would have definitely been the stronger play. We could have still lost, depending on how Hela distributed the Infinite and the Hulk, but... Thiago, you're not in love with foil, but you use it anyway. I mean, you have to improve your collection, so you have to upgrade. And then you get all these foil cards. I like the foil that's the smooth foil, but it also, I mean, it's too bad that it cuts away the card's background. Like, the card backgrounds have some really cool effects. Like, some of them, like Wolverine in the snow, Electro in the rain, really dynamic backgrounds that then get covered over by the foil is unfortunate. Even like Shang-Chi fighting with the army in one of the variant art, it kind of gets covered over with the foil. Jotunheim. We should be able to play around the Jotunheim okay. Let's get the Nova down. Do we want to play Squirrel Girl? To have a little very negative strength squirrel at Jotunheim to be able to kind of We'd have to clear it away with something. I mean, for me, no matter how epic the foils might be, it won't beat the golden Hearthstone cards. Hearthstone is the gold standard. Oh, Oscor. Oscor, why are you doing this to me? We're about to give our opponent a Nova. They probably don't have a way to be able to activate it, but then it means, like, do I want to play my Killmonger? Maybe not. The Neg Zone. Of course it's the Neg Zone. Do I want to play Bucky? Golden Legendary. Best dopamine rush in the game. Nice, nice. Maybe Snap will get something like that. I mean, we've got really cool... I just wish that the cards were a little more dynamic, really. Like, I feel like it's Gwent that has the gold standard of digital card appearance. It looks so good. With how much animation and motion they've given to their cards in Gwent. I wish that we went to that level. Like, the character models, the artwork is great. But just if the animated look is so subtle, it's not doing it for me. Let's get the hood and let's activate the Venom. It's not gonna be pretty. There's still a smooth foil that shows the background. Yeah, but not as much, Red. It's not as much. It's not as vibrant. I mean, it really comes down to, like, is the foil good or not? And, like, do you prefer the foil over the just the basic background? I want to get rid of the hood, but I also want to get rid of this Venom. I don't know about this one. I mean, we can bring things up to parity here. The upgrade animation in Snap was cooler for the first time, but after, you know, 69 420 times, it's a pain to watch. Yeah, you know you've got a level. I'll bet next year they have mythic variants with art that's like super animated. That would be incredible, Slick Rick. Slick Rick, you're feeding my dreams. I want this so bad. Well, we're winning Jotunheim. Inexplicably. Let's go with the Deadpool. Let's get a little bit of Sabretooth. And end. Is there a chance? There could be a chance. Jotunheim will continue to work against them. The Nakia is not giving them any strength. The Angela, they didn't even change the order of the Angela and the Nakia? Okay, that's how you know the bots are losing it, guys. Ben Brode, you gotta fix your bot code.
Victory.
You want cards in Snap that look like they go out of the card, like diamonds in Hearthstone? They're technically 3D already, but it's not as cool as it could be. It seems like it would be easy money. I agree, Slick. Just having that next level of cosmetic would be... people would spring for it. If I turn settings to high, your battery life goes to 0. Had to see the beauty of the cards. Oh, no. Well, hey, you'll have the... in a couple months, well, in a couple days you get the PC version, but then in a couple months you get the widescreen PC version where you'll be able to really see those cards rezzed up. The game is a feast on the battery. Yuck. You're gonna give me Blade? Okay. I am okay with this. Transform into one of the other locations, but if you transform into Oscorp, you don't get a chance to trigger. So we're pretty safe. There we go. This foil is great because it's foiled, but then you still see the bats in the moon. That's about as exactly as I would like it to be. Only one card. Well, Death, you have your work cut out for you. Furore, hello. Glad to see you joining in on the stream. We had been jamming out our Psycho decks. Now we have, but then I unlocked Deadpool in a cache. So we've been experimenting with the Deadpool decks. It looks cool for sure, but you want to play for more than 30 minutes before the battery dies. Could I try out Beast instead of Sabretooth? Why would I want to play Beast? What does Beast give us? I'm trying to think. Do I want to consolidate with the Venom? I mean, I kind of do to get the extra destructions on Death. They're playing Morbius. I'm not too worried about them. Yeah, I'm not too worried about them running Shang-Chi. Usually doesn't fit in these style of decks. Beast instead of Sabretooth. Beast would be able to bounce. Interesting is the idea that you would bounce Carnage to have a cheap Venom Hood Squirrel Girl Forge. I mean, the Venom bounce then needs a 2 cost to be able to re-destroy cards. It's interesting. I kind of want to play... Hang on. Oh, we don't fit at all. I would like to get the buff. We could play... Go ahead and just play Death now. And then set up the Nova. We could try running Beast. Thiago, you don't know, in smartphone the game looks better than BlueStacks. That's what I've heard. I've heard that, well, I've also heard that BlueStacks is kind of a rough emulator that has not been doing as well as some of the others. Furore, thank you for the follow. Glad to see you joining in on the stream. Beast seems too cute. Thor, also, thank you for the follow, my friend. Glad to see you guys joining in on the stream. Let's get that death block down and then the Deadpool just for a little bit more tempo. We lose the Blade, but then we pop the Nova for the distributed buffs, and really we're looking to win through Oscorp and Space Throne. Sometimes Beast helps, but it seems slow. Well, here's the thing. Sabretooth is also slow. So is Beast faster than Sabretooth? That's the question. You could bounce the Hood to be able to get an extra Demon. You could bounce Forge to be able to get an extra activation. The thing is that usually I want to just destroy Forge. You could bounce a Carnage just to line him up for more destruction. Furore, it's because the chat is split between YouTube and Twitch. So we've got people watching on both sides of things. And I don't have the stream utility yet to have a conjoined chat on screen yet. Yes, the bounce cards retain their buff and they also decrease in cost. You know what? Let's give it a go. It seems like a wild idea, but it might come together. Sabretooth, I love ya. We'll come back to you, my friend. And then Beast. Beast me. So now we have a 2-cost Beast. Turn your other cards. They cost 1 less. Nope. Cancel me. now update me. There we go. Okay. I have never seen Beast run in the self-destruction, but maybe there's a shot. You gonna go to the gym? Good luck with the beasting. We'll see how it plays. Glad you were able to join in, Blask. It's always fun hanging out. Hope he's slamming at the gym, my guy. There's actually no one writing in chat here. I'm answering YouTube questions. Yes. So I have a feed that reads both chats to me simultaneously, but I don't yet have the feature to have it, and I don't yet have the screen set up to display it on the chat over here. But yes, I'm reading YouTube chat and Twitch chat at the same time. That's why you don't see it. Okay, we've got Beast. We've got Beast to be able to see how it goes. You know, people in Twitch chat are fine to chat with you as well, but everybody in Twitch right now is just lurkers besides you. Well, we go Nova first every time, because then if you destroy Nova, you can get the buff on the Deadpool. No, I hit the Oscore. We hit the Oscore. Yeah, Urko watches on both. Okay, so we got the Forge. We got the Forge. Do we set it up so that Forge can bounce, Beast can bounce the Forge, or do we just line it up? I mean, I guess we have time to be able to wait and see. If I draw Carnage, I'm gonna go Deadpool and have Carnage just eat the Forge. If I don't draw Carnage, I probably hold Beast to bounce the Forge. Kamartage, well, with Kamartage there, maybe we definitely do it that way. Okay, so hit me the Deadpool. Beast, send Forge back to me. Let me get the double activation on Kamartage next time around. Thiago, we are going to have the Swole Blast. Yes, we are. Oh, you're going to give me the death? I mean, I'm not going to complain. I gave you the Nova. At least you gave me a cheap death. Which sounds like one of the most metal things I've ever said. Dr. Doom. Why wouldn't you play Dr. Doom to Kamartage? The bots are so hard to figure out. Okay. We want to be able to destroy the Deadpool here. So we go Bucky, Deathlock. Deathlock is a little bit better than the Venom here. And we've still got Forge to play to Kamartage. It's very cheap. Jubilee comes in. Okay, you were holding the Jubilee for the Kamartage. I guess that makes sense, leaving some board space open. You get the vision out of it. And a Chavez, so worth. So worth. I'm worried. I mean, this combo, I could see it actually popping off, because if you can Forge the Deadpool and then bounce the Forge, kill the Deadpool, replay Forge Deadpool, you could get him quite large. I have to be able to win at Strange Academy, though. Well, let's go. Put the buffs on the Venom, because the Venom can't be destroyed by, say, a Killmonger, but then again, they're flipping first, so we don't really have to worry. There we go. That's all we got. So we're getting 4, 5, 11, 12 points. As long as they play 4 points, they win. I'm kind of sure that they have it. Or also Forge, Deadpool, Venom. Or other destroy, bounce, etc. I'm not sure exactly what you mean for Ore. But yes. Forge on the Deadpool is the main goal. The thing is that before, one of the main goals was one of the piece that was giving us more flexibility was that Forge could hit the Sabretooth and be generating value there. Because you get to recycle the Sabretooth. I was also toying around with bringing in Moon Girl, because if you get a buffed Sabretooth that's free, and then you copy it, you're in a very good spot. Are you kidding me? Leader? Leader, if he copies Venom, activates the Venom, and then is able to copy the other cards behind? I mean, we were going to lose either way, but I've never seen that interaction. Because otherwise the location was full. Interesting. Alright, we got the Beast. Well, Beast Hood is pretty good, being able to repeat either generating the demon or just taking away the neg 2. He will, no. Or, you know, nowhere in Dark Dimension will screw us over. Do I just pass? I feel like I just pass. I could have played Demon in Dark Dimension to do something. Here we go, the Bifrost could save us. The Bifrost could save us. I could go Nova Carnage. Then... let's go for it. We could also just play Deathlock outright to the Dark Dimension. Because we don't have Deadpool right now, trying to activate him to churn up value is going to be a little hard. There's the Bucky. Okay. So we play Deathlock, Demon. The Hood's going to slide. We beast them back to hand while at the same... Now it's Sandman. Each has a 54% win rate. Never seen it since Pool 2. It's because anytime you get leeched, people retreat. They hate it. They hate it with a burning passion. The Sandman shuts us down pretty hard. I mean, I don't know what I want. I guess I play Forge. But I'm not even going to be able to get to death at this rate. White Tiger, sure. It's so weak. Squirrel Girl. And then it's all on Deathlock and the Demon. I don't know. If they can't beat us here, I don't know what's right. It's probably... Oh, yeah, the leader. Sure. Take the squirrel. That was not what you were hoping for, I'm sure. Are we going to win these? We win? Let's go. Urko, you wish that they would make a test mode where you can choose your deck order and locations to try out the interactions. That'd be really interesting, but I feel like it would be expensive for them in terms of like resources to make, and probably not a lot of players would actually experiment with it. But there are some card interactions, especially around leader and some other locations, that are really weird. Okay, I feel like Beast is not quite finding his pace here, but we've only tried him in a few games. Maybe this next one he was going to do something surprising. opponent says hello, we say hello back. I play Chithon a lot. Let's go Nova. They've got the Oscorp tower up. I can send the Squirrel Girl, give him the squirrel, kill it with the Killmonger. It all feeds death. Let's keep on building up the fodder. Hold the carnage. I would really like to see Deadpool here. Sans Deadpool. What would we like? It wasn't really Beast. I think that the carnage is probably worth it to be able to crack these guys down. Feed on the two bodies, build himself up. And then we get the swap out of Oscorp. Okay. There's the Venom. Well, I guess I'll just play the Killmonger, make death a little bit cheaper. Mr. Negative. Well, Mr. Negative doesn't really play any one-drops. I was going to say that you could play Killmonger and then Beast. Kind of, it baits your opponent into thinking that the threat had passed when it has not. I mean, I guess we just play this, right? Forge buffs the Beast, returns Forge to hand. And then Forge will cost 1. They've got the Jane Foster. Oh, how many cards do you have? You have the full hand of 7. That means that they did get a couple card draws. And they got the Adam Warlock, played for free. Venom will eat the Carnage. Okay. Mr. Negative can run Shang-Chi, but usually does not run Shang-Chi. They prefer to run Rogue because the flip is just a little bit more advantageous. Final turn, hey? And the opponent cannot surprise us with a magic, so this really is it. I don't know. I mean, we're ahead. We're doing okay, but I know, I mean, I can't snap. It's up against Mr. Negative, and they got the draw out of Jane Foster. Yep. Forge, buff death. Zola. Man, they read our death play like a book. Gosh, they did not have a lot, but they had just enough. Honestly, there wasn't much of a way that, with how our cards played out, to be able to stop it. Playing Death and Forge in a different order to other locations wouldn't have been the win. Well, no, it would have, because they had 0. Yeah, they had 0 on the center at the end. Zola strikes. Zola's quite good, Mr. Negative. Now that we have him, we should probably mess around with it. Ah, we're up against the guy with the Deadpool avatar. Are you gonna run Deadpool, or are you just always the Deadpool avatar? I like to learn from somebody else running the deck. Now we're seeing all this Oscorp. So it's Nova first. It's interesting because it's Nova first if you get the Deadpool, but it is Bucky first if you're playing for that combo. You've played against Mr. Waku Waku? Yes, Mr. Waku Waku is quite prolific. I play against him a lot as well. Let's give the opponent the hood, right? Here's a little gift for ya. You've also got the Deadpool? Okay. Let the mirror match commence. And Elysium is gonna make it all free. Free 99. So we will play Forge. We will bounce the Forge, and then we will deploy Bucky. We're gonna hold the demon. Jaime's at rank 62. You've got a little bit of climbing to infinite, but I know you can do it. You've got your Nova, and then you choose to pop it now. If only we were running Moon. This is the situation where you run Moon Girl. Get the free death doubled. Can't grind at the moment for the week because you got the exam coming up. You've got plenty of time in the season. And honestly, climbing later in the season is going to be easier than climbing early. Climbing early in the season, you get all the tryhards that were like infinite and beyond that suddenly feel like they have to climb up immediately. Okay, so now we replay Forge. Deadpool right behind. They've already played the Killmonger, so we can just hold on to our Demon. Play the Venom. We're gonna hold on to the Squirrel as well. Enough cards were destroyed that if we get Death, she's gonna be free. Chow down. Absorb the strength of the Deadpool into the Venom. The opponent's got the Yondu. Don't be Death, don't be Death. No! So close to Death. Then they've got the Venom. Okay, so our Deadpool is way bigger, but they could have the enormous Death. Wow, now you give me Squirrel Girl? All these cards are free, so I pass. The rare turn 5 pass. I get that FOMO at the beginning of the season. Yeah, the Yondu snipe was insane. Now it's Carnage. Carnage, if you had been in the hand one turn earlier, we could have had a 24-point Deadpool. You're killing me, Smalls. So, we play Squirrel Girl. We let Carnage eat all of this, trigger the Bucky. That's going to be a little bit better, right? Because Carnage will be 8, and then Winter Soldier will take us up to 14. It's a little bit of tempo. The Deadpool to Oscorp, and then we have a Squirrel and a Demon. He played one Enchantress to rule them all, Thiago. I mean, I'm assuming that the opponent has a free death here, so I'm not gonna snap. Yeah, they play the Deathlock. They only got their Deadpool to 4. There's the Death. There's the Shang-Chi. Unfortunately, they flipped first. Urko, do you think that we should be running Zola? If you run Zola in a Deadpool deck, do you also have to run Magic? The idea being that Zola will destroy a Deadpool, make it bigger, then copy the Deadpools, and then you can play the bigger one. Or if you don't have it together, you can combo them together on turn 7 to play Deadpool Zola on the same turn. Because that's my problem right now, is that if I was to play Zola, I don't think I have enough space to generate a big enough Deadpool to have him on the board and worthy of taking down. You thought that he might run the Zola? With the Elysium making everything cheaper, I need Quinjet, not Magic. Quinjet because then Deadpool will be free. Is that the secret tech? But then my Killmonger could kill my own Quinjet. So how do I preserve the Quinjet? Had a lot of Oscorp today. There was like it feels like it's come in patches. You get it a couple of games in a row, and then you get it a couple games where you don't see it at all. We're gonna get the reshuffle on the deck. Okay. Play me Forge. Forge and Pray. Pray for Deadpool. Or Beast. I guess the Forge into Beast and the Forge again has been okay for us. Hala. This was not what I wanted. I mean, I guess I go with the Bucky and the hood. Yeah, we go with the Bucky and then we play the hood over here. Because the alternative is just playing Venom and that feels like really flat. Quinjet the Deadpool. I'm still wrapping my mind around this one. I feel like it's mostly memes, and that you suggested it mostly as a meme. But there is something there. It's just then you can't run Killmonger, and you really have to run Killmonger with the Deadpool. Okay, so they got to play the Thor, and now the reshuffle gives them a very good chance of having exactly what they want. Hala is about to destroy the Forge. This is okay. We'll play like so. This will pop out the Winter Soldier, buff the Deadpool before he's destroyed, and even let Venom absorb some extra buffs. I mean, the efficiency here on the Venom eating Nova first on a stack is so good. So good. Death is down to 6. Fantastic. But you got the big Thor. All right. Well, we're just going to abandon Hala. And Killmonger is so good here, killing that Sunspot. Even though it kills the hood that we gave to them, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, so then it is Squirrel Girl, Deadpool, Killmonger, Snap, pass. Someone playing Colossus on Oddscore against me thinking it doesn't switch sides. I have been baited into that like twice now. I'll play Colossus and then I'll play Viper. And I'm like, it's okay. Viper won't move Colossus. He says he can't move. He can switch sides. Switch sides apparently is different than moving. Which, it makes sense if you're like, the programmer mind turns on, but just intuitively, it doesn't make sense. I mean, I wish that I could take the cloning bats with this kind of insane hand that we have. Wow. But I feel like it's better just to play like so, like so. I mean, we could actually combo Death Deadpool together to be able to surmount them at the cloning vats, and then what are they going to do? I feel like this way they don't have any answers either. Giganto. One away. Who plays Giganto? Anybody playing decks with Giganto? I mean, not that look like Thor. You play Giganto alongside like Dracula, Jubilee, things like this. Not even close, baby. All right. We're about to hit the 3.5 hour mark. This will be our last game. This will be the last game of the stream. It's been a blast. We're actually, well, it depends. I'm planning on streaming Lego Brick Tales in the afternoon after a lunch break here. So if you guys want to hang out with something very different, I'm going to be checking out Lego Brick Tales. And I'm probably going to be putting a stream up as well. But I suppose, I mean, I checked this morning and it hadn't released yet. But it was supposed to release today. So I don't know if they're just going to release it in the evening or if it's already out. We can go Forge immediately. I'll take it. I got scammed by a visual bug today. Played Armor on Isle of Silence when it was still unknown, but the red shield was still up, so you forgot that it was turned off. And then played Destroyer. Oh, hi, mate. That's so rough. But yeah, the visual bugs will bite ya. They'll get you. I guess I play the Beast to bring the Forge back, and then I play Nova to get Nova set up. I don't know, the Beast just playing Patty Cake with Forge. It is just, it feels cute. I don't know. It's not giving me enough tempo. Now the Forge and the Deadpool interaction has been good. You really like the Manor Lords gameplay? Such a great game. I loved playing it too. I wish that the demo was out longer. I'd play more of it. But we're gonna bring some more city builders onto the channel as well. I'm looking forward to finding, you know, some other avenues. Manor Lord looks really cool. It looks so good. Like, I'm incredibly hyped for that game. Everybody hyped for Manor Lords. Yeah, I can't wait for the next chance that we get to show that one off. This is the insane thing that Manor Lords was showing about half of what is planned for the game, and it was a demo where you couldn't even save, and it still looked that good. It's something else. We got the rock slide. Okay. I guess this is where we depart from the Superflow and we send out the Deadpool. And then the thing is that I'm going to run out of locations to be able to destroy the Deadpool at. I mean, yeah, we deploy the Deathlock, but then I can't really use Carnage at all. Well, it'll get handed over to the opponent and they can't use it at all either. So we just have to play Deadpool for real? Oh, hey! They opened up a lane for us. Gosh, our opponent is so nice. Look at this. Rock? No, but the Deadpool has to stay. Otherwise, we're giving it to him. We can't give it over to them. That was almost a whoopsie. Alright, Carnage, chew up the rock. Put the Deadpool down just so that we deny the opponent. Give them 0 cards. They're only going to have their top deck. Nah. Oh, clever. You play the max right before the Mindscape. Sure. Good luck with the Squirrel Girl and... what was that? The Bucky? Aww. Miles is not discounted. Gosh, these are all so terrible. I mean, Miles is actually the best play. We know that whatever we gave them is garbage. Have I tried Hulkbuster in this deck to buff the Deadpool? Yes, Urko. We tried that for a couple games, and it worked. We did have some success with it. Some people felt like it was too slow, but it was quite fun. When you got it to work. When you had the stars align with the right draw to be able to parse it out, it was very good. And we had some absolutely insane games with Cloning Vats and with Sinister London.
Victory.
And we end on a win. Let's go. Thiago is referencing a different chat joke. We did not win 26 in a row. That was Blask, apparently. Allegedly, Blask has won 26 games in a row. But there we are. We're going to end the stream on that one. Thank you guys for coming out. We had a great time. We did not reach Infinite, but honestly, we climbed really well with the decks that we were running. We got to start out with our Agatha, and then we were progressed to the Guardians of the Galaxy, which actually, I think there's something there. Maybe a little more fine-tuning, but I love that deck. And then we collected Deadpool, so we had to blast off onto the Deadpool. So thank you guys for coming to hang out. Can't wait to see you guys on the next one this afternoon for Brick Tales if you want to see what that game looks like. Otherwise, we're going to be streaming live on Friday.